Hey, it's Mom with the Matt's time. I'm Matt, and I'm with an empty bench. Let's see.
What?
Yep, just me tonight, flying solo. Let's see. I got Matt too is doing some heavy duty adulting. He might pop in later on the YouTube chat. And poor Teddy has got laryngitis, so we'll have to see how he does. I'm joined by Marion and Jim and Grant, all on Skype. They are on the screen now. So if you want to wave, gentlemen, in your screens there. We got Jim working on his Tiger tank. We got Marion working also on a tank.
Stug.
A Stug, all right.
The Stug.
The Stug.
Grant is currently looked like he was on the phone earlier, so he turned off his cam. But he's also busy working on many things. So join us in chat, join us on Skype. Both are posted on the Mom with the Mats Facebook page. And I just finished up our CCR versus the Eagles bracket matter of moments ago.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one.
Last week we did last week we did the Christmas one. This week we're close to Christmas. We're doing something else.
What did you do on Christmas?
That was the best lines out of Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's right. I was at that mess.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think you were there.
Yeah, I was.
As per usual, you abstained.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know the movie at all. My wife said, "Have you ever watched that?" I said, "No, no."
You need to.
It is pretty funny. If you're a fan of Chevy Chase, you'll like it.
I'm a more a Bill Murray fan.
I like it too.
Yeah, I do too.
That's why Caddyshack is the ultimate movie, because it's got Chevy Chase and Bill Murray in it.
Ooh, well, now you're talking.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield is the best.
Yep.
He did a movie called What About Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was incredible. That was just so good.
I thought that was Bill Murray.
It was Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
For me, it was Ghostbusters. He was so damn funny in that.
Come on, YouTube. You need to come up so I can see the chat.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
All right. There we are.
I can see you on YouTube. I mean, the delay is awful, but
Yeah, I just had to find it on there. There we go. Set that off for a little bit till we get some more people in here. We will be on next Wednesday, the first day of the new group build of big screen, little screen.
I'll be in Texas, so there'll be no connection.
But
they
you
have
still,
internet in Texas. Just saying.
yeah.
I love it.
What part of Texas?
Just south of Houston.
Oh,
A
okay.
place called Pearland.
I
Pearland.
know right where that's at.
Oh,
I was born in Harris County.
oh, okay. Now I got my mother lives down there, Pearland, and my brother lives in Texas with his wife, in Houston with his wife. You know where the Reliance Stadium, Astrodome is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Been there
right.
many
It's like
times.
4 blocks away,
Yeah.
right next to 610. If you go out his front door too fast, you'll be on 610.
Yeah, I've been out there many a time.
Yeah, me too. They went down there. My dad retired in 98, 99, and he, Mom said, I don't care where we go. No, Dad said, I don't care where we go, but be able to play golf on Christmas Day. And so I
Well,
go
there's not
down
many
there.
places to do that. You're looking at Florida, California, or Texas.
Well, Arizona too. You looked at Arizona.
Yeah.
So he, we play golf every day, every Christmas, until about 5 years ago he passed away. But Mom and I play golf. We didn't play last year, but maybe not this year either. She's 90. She
Oh,
does
wow.
really well. She does great. She's tough lady.
My mother was tough too. She had to deal with me.
Yeah, Mom had to deal with 3 boys. My brother, me, and my dad. It was a great time.
I see Grant on. I guess he doesn't have his video or anything on.
He took a phone call right before getting started.
Oh.
Like mere seconds before you joined in, Jim.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna run late. Bless you.
Alright. Now, Marion, a while back you told me about, for my F-15s, I need to paint the canopies blue. Can't remember. Am I supposed to paint that on the inside or the outside?
Well, usually inside.
Inside?
This
Okay.
is the only time you do that is when you really mess up the cockpit.
Okay. Well, it's 1/144 scale and they don't have pilots, and I want to show it flying, so.
There you go.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yep.
That scale you can't paint it anyway. You can't paint the canopy or anything. So you get the catch on it. What happened to that F-111?
Let's see. That's another one. I got it, let's see. I got it primed.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised.
Wow.
Yeah, I primed
Yeah.
it. So, I got a couple places I gotta touch up with on it and everything, but no, I got it
Just
primed.
a couple? Just
Yeah.
a couple?
Yeah, about
Oh,
a dozen.
yeah, that's more like
I was
it.
gonna say, there you go.
That's
Yep, we always say a couple. when we mean like
yeah,
one.
especially that Academy 111. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It is so bad. Well, you already know that, so.
Yeah. It's this seam right here.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a step there. Oh
Yeah.
that's so-
Well, that's not supposed to be there.
No. So, yeah, you
There
know.
you go, Mary. You can ding him on that when you judge it.
Oh, he won't put that in the
No.
contest.
No.
He better not.
Yeah. If I do, it'll be one of those where it's like, you know,
Just kidding.
just
What's your
look at
camouflage
it.
going to be?
Yeah. Just look at it. Don't judge it.
Yeah, well, it's a 4-foot model. I understand.
Yeah.
What's the camouflage and markings you gonna put on it?
Let's see. It's kind of a Southeast Asian kind.
Or is it Euro with the black and gray and?
Well, it's gonna be green, dark green, tan, and light gray.
Yep, that's definitely SEA.
Yeah. So the bottom's all light gray, and then we got tan, dark green, and green. For the top and sides.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I need probably about 3 hours of undisturbed time to do that camo pattern, and I'm not having that in the next like week and a half.
How are you gonna do it? Tape? You're gonna do it with like silly putty?
I was probably gonna use some poster putty.
There you go.
Make worms.
I actually have that Panzer putty.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool. It's expensive though, but it's good.
Wonder if it works just like my poster putty here.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Because I need something that if it sits on there for too long, it doesn't start running. And that's with silly putty. I found out it does that.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
It'll start to spread out and level.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The poster tack doesn't do that.
Right.
Poster tack. I'll write that down.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
This big, massive wad of poster tack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sometimes called Scotch mounting putty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
So
Sticky tack.
yeah, sticky tack. That's another one. I don't use the blue tack because sometimes that will lead or will leach some blue out of it, and I get the gray
Yeah.
kind.
And
And-
some of the stronger ones will actually pull paint up.
Right. Like I've had this wad for probably 10 years.
Wow.
And after you paint
Wow.
over it, you just stretch it out and massage it back in, and it disappears.
Yeah. Mine did too.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
So, Marion, is your B25 still on the shelf?
Yeah, it's in the box right next to me.
Gotcha.
I'll get on it when I get come back from Texas. For sure.
Gotcha. So, how long are you gonna be in Texas?
About a week and a couple days.
Gotcha.
Yeah, now's the time to go down there. It's not too bad.
No, I don't mind it. Going down there for San Marcos last August, that was pretty rough.
That sucked.
Ooh.
I am
Yeah,
getting
it was
heat
pretty
exhaustion there.
Yeah, it was tough.
Matt says,
Okay.
good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm not live in the studio again. Nothing like Family Matters right before the holidays. How's it going?
Family Matters. Oh my goodness.
Great show. In other words, his soon-to-be wife told him he couldn't come on.
Nah, Tyler likes it when he comes over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gets him out of the house.
Yeah.
So he's not married yet, huh?
No,
Nope.
that's gonna happen 2024 if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. April. He'll be
Yeah, still waiting on my invitation.
he's gonna be a married man then.
What? Well, we all are in that boat.
No, I tried to talk him out of it. Just have none of it.
Smartest thing I ever did in my life.
Well, you got lucky. I picked twice and picked poorly. And then my third one, who is the love of my life, we decided we're not doing that again. Yeah, we don't need it.
Yep.
Matt says you need to come to the studio, Jim, so he can give you one.
Give me one what?
An invitation.
Oh. He keeps telling me they're in the mail. It's hard to think that he don't want me there. I'm starting to get a little bit of a complex. Man, what a shame. I painted that exhaust to look really, really great,
Yeah.
and now I got to cover it all.
Yep, that's the way it goes. What you gotta cover it for? Oh, with
Well,
those yeah, I got you. Those surrounds.
Yeah, it's got the heavy iron surrounds the armor plating, so it
Yeah, right.
blocked out the hole, and then yeah, the rest of it too. And I'm just like, well, that sucks.
Yep.
But the exhaust looks great.
Good for you.
Nice and rusty.
Jim, Matt says yours isn't because he doesn't know your address.
Well, I can help with that. I mean, I'm not going to do it over the internet, but I can help with that.
Don't worry, they can get your address somewhere else.
I have people that I don't want to know where I'm at.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm in the witness protection program.
Are you?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
You know those people that say they're in the witness protection program? They're not.
yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like Fight Club. You don't ever talk about Fight Club. Hey, Marion, the Corsair that you're building, who makes that kit?
Corsair, made by Magic Factory.
Oh. I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Oh, they changed their names.
No, that's true.
Matt says, save me a stamp. Come to the Matt Cave.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all about saving people money, that's for sure. I would have come tonight, but he ain't there either.
Yeah. Hey, George is on.
Fisherman.
Yep.
Hello, George.
Good Thursday afternoon, George.
I kind of wish I was in Australia. I'd be a day and a half closer to my vacation.
Mine started today at noon.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
Mine started about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, yeah.
See, I'm just tired. Marion's retired.
Yeah. Say, 10 years ago, Marion. That means you retired early. You're what, 42?
I'm 12. So.
You know, Matt, suck it up. You're not going to get better scores when he judges your kid.
No, I have retired 10 years. Well, it'll be 11 years in March. Retired when I was 62.
Okay. Yeah, George, Flory did just review that Corsair. He says it could potentially beat out the Tamiya one.
Yeah, it is. It really does.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Which Tamiya one?
The Corsair, the F4U.
Right, the birdcage, the...
Oh, you mean it's a 48 scale. 48 scale. It's a U1. U1A.
Okay. Because I got the F4U-1D.
Okay, 1D. Well,
That's
okay,
what I got.
1D.
Yeah. George starts his break on Monday. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like we're all taking vacations. Good time to start a group build.
That's right.
Well,
That's why I do it that way.
Just wondering why Marion's not going to do it.
I am.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll do something.
He started his Corsair too soon.
Oh, that.
Isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Tamiya kit.
You know, this new Magic Factory has 2 kits in there. 2 for 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
They had the bird cage and they have the bubble top. I got the bubble.
I'm actually more a fan of the bubble top than the birdcage.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now, is there actually 2 kits in one, or do you
No, it's 2
you have 2
kits.
choices?
Two complete kits.
Wow.
Wow.
The F4 1A, F4U 1A, which is the first bubble top, and the it's called a F4U-2, which is the bird cage because it's a radar night fighter.
Ah.
It has the radar in the wing. That's why they call it.
Oh, that's the one with the big torpedo-looking thing sticking out the wing.
Yeah. But this is coming along okay. You can see it's pretty good.
Wow.
The Tamiya kit has a seam that runs down half the fuselage. Down here, down through,
Yeah.
Yeah.
down through here. And this one has a insert, so you don't have to re-engrave any of the lost detail or this gas tank or anything. So it's really sweet. It's really sweet.
That's how Revell did their 172nd kit with that. You put it together and there's a gap right there at the top of the fuselage. You just put that in there. It works really, really well.
Oh, yeah, it does. You don't have to worry about rescribing anything.
Yep.
That's true for most of the for the seams on the fuselage. So it's really a sweet kit. But if you want to go the hard way, Matt, go ahead.
All right. Well, I already got it, so.
He's kind of committed.
Yeah.
Jim, what are you scraping? What are you doing?
I'm actually mixing a lighter color of the German gray
Yeah?
so that I can do my chipping with this, with my little foam pad.
Oh, you mean, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Those are hard to do, especially on that dark background like that, yeah.
Matt was planning on finishing his Roadrunner tonight and clear coating his black CUDA for his video series.
Oh, there you go.
He made
Yeah.
the next video for it Sunday night, so.
He's the man.
Yep.
He's the man. You're the man.
Don't tell him that. It'll go right to his head. I don't think I made it light enough. Well, fortunately, I can fix that. Do a little dash of white. Oh, that was more than a dash.
Hey.
I love that you guys could hear the scraping, though. That was weird.
Yeah. Hey, John's on.
Hey, hello, John.
Hey, John. You're joined
How's it
by
going?
Marion and Jim and Grant. And let's see. Here's George from Australia popping in.
Already?
Oh,
You
yeah,
there?
and here's Jordan too. Wow. And Jordan's from Washington,
guys.
Missouri. So, wow, all of a sudden we got bang. Everybody started showing up. So how's everybody? Jordan, how you doing today?
Pretty good, my friend. How are you guys?
Wonderfully spectacular.
Trying to get my headphones set up here.
Holy cow.
And George is getting all lined up in there and everything.
Getting there.
Hello, everyone.
What you working on, George?
Can you see this?
What is that?
Is that a Connie?
Oh, it is.
Oh, wow.
And I've puttied
That
it
what?
up.
144 scale?
It is, yeah. It was a gift, and it just deserves some time. I've had it sitting on the shelf for ages, and I putty the seams up, and yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm just going to do some sanding today or tonight for you guys.
Love the Constellation. One of my favorite 4-enginers.
That's cool. John, what you working on?
Well, I wanted to do some airbrushing, but it's kind of late. So I got some new PE that I want to look at. So pulled that out of the package, trying to
Nice.
figure out what the parts are.
Cool, cool.
It's one of those things I probably won't use all the parts, you know.
Yeah.
Totally understand that one.
I've done a lot of the photo etch. I don't think I've ever used all the parts on it either.
Well, I don't use that much. So. They want me to roll little 50 caliber gun barrels. I don't think that's going to happen.
That's funny.
I'm sorry. I didn't see a thing on the internet saying hell froze over. So.
I'll mail them to you.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, I could do without those.
Yeah.
Remember, this is supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah. That sounds like one of those ones where you're like going, "This is fun. I really like this."
I love it.
That's why John is drinking an adult beverage.
There you go, yeah. And I'm at the bottom of it. So I should be better, right? My airplanes are starting to look better already.
Yeah, once you hit the bottom, I mean, yeah.
And if they don't, get another one, right?
Get another one. The more you drink, the better they look.
Yeah.
Are we talking about models or girls?
Yes.
Yes. And cars.
Yeah.
Remember, we only got a week left of the Welcome to the Jungle Must Be an Animal named build. Comes to an end next week, Wednesday. Actually, next week, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
And then next week, Wednesday, the new one starts. Big screen, small screen.
I'm trying to get it done. Don't judge me.
I mean, that's why I said I'm glad I built that Velociraptor. Because then I got one done for the animal build.
Yeah, but didn't you already have that one started?
No.
Because you always told me I couldn't do one that I already started.
Right. No, that was not started. That came out of the box, and
Well, then I better get on the ball.
But what if I started it like 40 years ago?
Good question.
I'd allow it. That's statute eliminate. That word.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, that. There we go. If I could talk
Aren't you a
tonight.
teacher?
Was it fifth grade teacher?
I'm a middle school teacher.
Yeah. They don't learn those words.
Yeah.
Can I start the build a day before everyone else?
Hey, if it's
Technically, he would be doing that anyway. He's in the future.
right, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
It's whatever your local time is. So.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then that means that everybody in the U.S. and in normal time, not future time, should get a grace period. Get one extra day.
As soon as I glue the seam, I'll get the bracket. We can start talking CCR and the Eagles.
Nice. Ready.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you. Mic check, mic,
Finally.
mic.
Just having some technical difficulties there. Cool. All right.
Yeah,
How's
we
everybody
gotcha.
doing? I didn't hear anything. So, Merry Christmas to all you guys.
Yep. Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, George.
Christmas, everyone.
What you working on tonight, Jordan?
So, it's the end of the year. I don't really want to start anything too new because Christmas is coming and I know I'm going to just spend all of my money on new stuff. So I've been kind of building on my new dioramas. So one of my goals has always been to kind of have my own little museum, right? I've always remembered going to Dayton with my granddad growing up and just, you know, I was there when they unveiled the Memphis Belle and it was, you know, super cool. So I'm kind of trying to build my own little museum. So I'm repurposing 2 shelves right now. If you guys like, I can show you what I've got so far.
Sure.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right, let me turn this camera around. So I just got it lit. And obviously, that's really gross and dirty. Sorry. For some reason. Oh, I have blur on, don't I? Let me turn that off. Well, bear with me, fellas. All right, there we go. You guys see it now?
Oh, nice. Oh, you did the same thing I did.
That's sweet.
Wow.
All museums have this natural ability to just tuck aircraft into ways you never think that you would fit, right? And then they move them all the time, and that's why I like Dayton so much, is because they're constantly moving those aircraft and moving things. So I'm kind of doing the same thing, trying to tuck. You know, I finally finished the Black Widow. That one is out of my life. Very happy about that.
He
But yeah,
says with a
it's
sigh
coming
of
along.
exasperation.
Well, unfortunately, I'm dealing with an eBay issue right now. I bid on a old school Revell Huey Hog, but it came with the Eduard photo etch set. And I'm like, okay, cool, you know, I'll buy it. And I got it for $21, and it showed up, and there's no photo etch set. So I asked the guy, and he's like, oh yeah, I forgot to change the listing before you bought it. And I said, okay, well, you should probably give me $10 back because this kit's garbage and you know it just like I know it because this is the 1977 mold.
Wow.
And, you know, there's more loose hanging skin than on my great grandmother before she passed away. But I haven't heard back from him, so we'll see what happens. I just haven't been having a lot of luck with the auction. I had the same thing. I bought a P-80 Shooting Star, the original mold, because I've always wanted the original mold, and it shows up and there's no ejection seat. And the guy's like, oh, I'll find it. I'm like, well, you have to, or I'm going to have to make my own, or spend the same amount of money to buy a replacement resin one, or just buy an entire second kit. So now I just have a useless F-80 sitting over here, but whatever. Christmas is coming up. I'm excited. Hoping Santa Claus delivers lots of goodies to all of us. You know?
So what's your recourse for eBay? Would they stiff you like that?
Well, I took screenshots of everything, and I'm gonna be cool. You know, it's the holidays. Accidents happen. I always try to give the individual the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah.
So I have like a 3-day time limit. He messaged me back today, and he's like, sorry, and then I haven't heard back. Like, he hasn't responded to my original, like, what are we gonna do to fix this? So So I'm gonna give him 3 days, and if he doesn't respond by Tuesday, then I'm gonna take it to eBay and proceed with a terrible review and destroy his 100% review. I mean, I don't want to,
Good.
but if you're gonna promise a photo etch set in this kit, and then
Yeah.
you pay $30 for this kit with shipping, and it's not in there,
Yeah.
this is like a $12 kit, and I'm being generous.
Yeah. Is he in the States or is he overseas?
Yeah, that's what blows my mind. Because usually I buy a lot of stuff from Poland and Ukraine, because those guys are great. Like, I buy a lot of stuff from the 49ers, which is a Ukrainian website, and they've been amazing to me every time. I love that website, and their shipping is incredible for how far away they are. But, people have lives, people have jobs, it's the holidays. I'm just trying to, I don't really understand why he shipped it and sent it to me, knowing that in the ad itself it says Revell 148 scale UH1 Huey Hog with photo etch set 48269.
Yeah.
So it's not just like UH1 Huey Hog where he got I got paid for this, I should probably ship it. It's the whole ad.
Yep.
So I don't
Yeah,
know.
like he didn't know what the ad said.
Yeah, maybe he thought I wouldn't notice it, but like, it was in the ad.
You should get a refund.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna play it cool. Like I said, if he gives me $10 back, then pays for me to get my shipping back. I feel like that's fair. I would have rather had the photo etch set because he can't find it. Period. Kind of like an F80C shooting star seat. It's not $30. Aftermarket stuff's just crazy.
See this kit here? Can you guys see the box art?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I paid $50 Australian for this.
$50. Holy cow.
Right.
Wow.
And it was from a seller on eBay, because monogram stuff's rare here. Like, for you to get a complete set with decals. So I open it up. There's no fuselage.
Oh,
no.
you're kidding.
Like it's just wings, right? I got
Like the second
decals.
important part of the plane.
Yeah, like nothing. And then there's like another eBay seller selling just the fuselage in the US.
Oh,
But for me to buy it, it's going to cost me $50 postage. So I got the refund, because postage from the US is terrible. So what do I do with this? I just use it to test.
Is it cheaper for one of us to get it for you and then ship it to you?
It would still, the shipping to Australia, because they're using that
Oh,
global
it's insane. It's
service.
well over
It's just-
$200-$300 US.
Yeah,
That's
they're
not
using some
fair.
stupid third party, because they don't want to go to the post office. I don't know what the system is there, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So that's my story. But yeah, it's not good when that happens to you. I know. I was a bit upset, to put it lightly.
So can you
Yeah,
get that,
photo etches. Sorry.
can you get that kit locally somehow?
It's rare. Like, it might pop up maybe once every 6 months or so, and then people.
For
get on it.
Revell and monogram kits?
Yeah, like in a good state. Like, I got a couple this week. I'll show you the ones I got. I paid full retail for them.
And we got a guy up here that likes to rebuild older stuff, and he's written to Revell in Germany 3 times and gotten spare part replacement parts from it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because they want to get rid of it out of their stuff.
Yeah, you might want
Yeah,
to
but
try
that's
it. Revell.
That might
So
be a
this-
really old That might be a really old Harrier.
Yeah.
It is.
AV8B is
Well,
old.
the
Like,
box
it's-
is old, but the molds,
They're older.
they
So
may they may still have stuff from from the same mold that's more recent.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not a kit I would have bought. I pretty much got every other Harrier. I thought, you know what? I haven't built the monogram. I'll buy it. Like this for Tomcat, right? I've never built this Tomcat.
Tomcats.
They're
Cool,
about
right?
$5, aren't they?
This
There.
shrink wrapped cost me $40 Australian.
Oh man.
Oh,
Right, so someone's had it in their stash here locally, and they're just asking top dollar for it. So that came this morning, and the Saber, the Revell Monogram Saber. It's like a 2012 reboxing.
Yeah.
Right.
I think this cost me $30 Australian. So yeah, I'm paying money for just nostalgia builds, right? They need work, and you know, but
hey, on that F-14, pull that box back up real quick, would you?
yeah.
That, that shrink wrap looks weird. It looks loose.
It is loose.
If you
It's-
open it
it's
up to
open.
see if all the stuff is in there.
I will. There's only one edge that's kind of come undone, so I'll pop it open.
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
a friend of mine got something like that out of eBay. It was new in the box, and apparently it wasn't new in the box. The shrink wrap on the box was new,
Yeah.
but it was missing decals and the glass. And we
Wow.
got the glass. That's
So I got
good.
the glass. Let's have a look if I got decals. Doesn't look good.
Oh no.
Unless it's in the. Oh no, here they are. Stuck to the.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, that's in a bad way.
Oh man.
And it's supposedly, shrink wrapped.
Holy cow.
It's peeling off. But yeah. So it's got some weird, discoloration. Some
What's
weird-
the trick? What's the trick to bring those back? UV light or something? I've seen that somewhere, like on Fine Scale Modeler.
Yeah, if you use like it is, you
Like
can
you
use
have
UV to do it, but it's
That's
tough.
extensive, right? Like long term, like a long period of UV exposure.
It's okay. There's some weird kind of mold because it wasn't fully shrink wrapped. There's some, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a camera pattern.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Well, this is a good excuse to get some Caracal decals,
It almost
Nothing
looks
wrong
like
with
those
that.
decals maybe it got wet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
they do look like they got wet.
that's what I'm thinking. It was an open box, and
They
then
got in a flood or
figured
something.
they shrink wrapped it.
I reckon. Yeah.
Dang.
A friend of mine got bit by that.
So Matt asked on the chat, what's the most? Let's see, what is the most you've spent on a single kit?
What? That's the number that I don't want to remember.
I can answer that. But is it
Great.
okay if it was a twofer? A 2-for-1?
Sure.
1985 original white mold 148 scale B-1B bomber with all the resin noodly bits. Okay. And shrink wrapped in the box, first edition B-58 Hustler with the Caracal decals and the engines, and I paid $160 for both of them, and I walked out of there with a smile ear to ear.
I was gonna say that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like two of my holy
$80
grails.
a kit.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
With resin and Caracal decals and like all the resin engines for the Hustler that you can't find. It's like one of those, like, I'll never get those again. I'll never find those engines again. Because they're from like they're the same with the B1 engines. They're like the first like late 80s, early 90s resin aftermarket parts.
Yeah.
So it's like super nostalgic to me. Because like who doesn't remember getting like a really old school monogram when they were a kid? And the glass barely fit. But you were still stoked.
See, that's the kind of thing I don't want to touch because I know it's just going to appreciate in value if I don't.
That's why I bought it. I think I bought it to have it, just so I could say that I'm there.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
it's
buy
like
another P58 to build eventually.
It's like driving that new car off the lot. You lose 20% right off the top.
Yeah.
You buy a Ferrari, you park it in the garage, and never drive it again.
And that's not me.
Buy a 258 Hustler and never build it.
That ain't me.
Hey, in 2060, it may be worth $400.
Yeah.
And that's just for the plastic.
And you're banking on us not remembering that we saw that in your stash
Yeah.
for $100.
Yeah, if it goes missing, all of you guys are the ones who know.
Yeah.
It was all you. No, those were my two dream kits, and it was just
Yeah.
it was one of the, I got real lucky. So what about you guys?
Anybody
Well,
else?
for my,
Most expensive?
For
Yeah.
my 70th birthday, a couple years ago, a bunch of guys went in and bought me a 1/200 scale USS Enterprise,
Ooh.
the World War II one,
Yeah.
which was more than a couple $100. But the problem is, the etched metal detail sets and everything cost a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have started that one, but not right now.
Hell.
In good time, in due time.
Yeah.
That's a decade kit, man. That's a decade kit.
Well, we had a couple. The guy that builds 200 scale ships takes about a year and a half, 2 years to get it done, and that's like working 3 hours a day for
Right.
one to 2 years on it.
And he's got experience building them that size, too.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
He's won at nationals and everything. Well, you saw the Bismarck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Jim Triola, but his
Right,
best
yeah.
one was the USS Hornet, which he took to Las Vegas and won best category and some other awards, and he also won the theme award and for the whole contest, and also the People's Choice Award.
Wow.
And it was a
awesome.
USS Hornet with it was a diorama. It had the VT-8 right before they took off to attack the Japanese.
Yeah.
They lost all the aircraft except only one person survived. But he had
George J. Or was his name? Was? Yeah.
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 I met him in '93, but
Really?
they have the Waldron briefing the pilots and gunners and everything right in front of the aircraft was it 12, something like that, and he put a lot of work in those aircraft too. It was really quite well done.
Nice.
So
I couldn't even imagine the feeling those boys felt on that deck. Hearing that last speech,
well,
you know what I mean?
yeah, they didn't know they were going to be the last time.
They knew they were in trouble when they had steak and eggs for breakfast.
Oh, damn.
That's how you knew. When you had a good breakfast, that's how you knew you were in for shit. You were in for trouble for the day.
Yeah, I met George Gay in Atlanta at the IPMS Nationals there in '93. He was signing his book. Very unassuming man, he's really very quiet. And
I can imagine why.
That's awesome.
yeah,
Well,
incredible.
he's done it all. He's been there.
Hero.
I
Yeah.
know, he just,
Like, what do you do after that? What can life throw you after that that you
Yeah.
can't just laugh at?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of a serious thing. Because a lot of those guys, look at that, what's his name, the Indian that was on the Mount Suribachi, the Iwo Jima.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he couldn't deal with that.
Ira
Right.
Hayes.
Jeez,
Drank
yeah.
himself to death. Because I was talking to some buddies of mine that were in the military too, and there's that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And one of them started, which is a crack, we're cracking up, and he says, what doesn't kill you? And it's just, without missing a beat, I said, gives you PTSD, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, man. Yeah, so, yeah, you come out of a situation like that, and it's like, well, they can't do any worse to me. But, man, it's the stress in situations like that, you get that PTSD, and that's just, oh, man.
So the constant guilt, the why me,
Yeah, well, there's
Survivor.
that too. Yeah, absolutely.
Survivor guilt.
That's a
losing
real
all your
thing.
best buds, the guys you count on more than anyone else you've ever counted on in your whole life. Barely able to drink, flying airplanes.
Yeah, dropping
Don't even know
bombs
what
on-
life is yet.
Yeah,
All you know is farming and what your daddy does.
so it's crazy.
Alright.
Yep.
I think the most I ever spent on a kit was $40.
Yeah.
That's rookie numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm cheap.
I don't know how much Matt has spent, but I'm pretty sure I know his most valuable kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I try to stay under 50 as well. Let's see. My most expensive one is, and Jim's gonna kill me for this. It's the Italeri C119G flying boxcar.
Holy cow,
Gross.
that's
Gross.
Is that in 172?
Yeah, it's 172, and then the one that's right next to that, in price wise, I got a Great Walls Hobby FW189A with skis from the Eastern Front.
Oh, that thing. Oh,
Nice.
So, hey, Matt, with that FW190,
Yeah,
the 132nd,
yeah.
what was that? 60?
Let's see.
I think I gave you 50 or 60 for it.
No, that was let's see, because I got you what, 2 kits, wasn't it? I think-
Yeah. Oh, the X1, the Jaeger's Glamorous Glennis.
Yeah, it was one was 30, the other one was 20.
I tried to look up that text and
Well, shit. Then I'm back to the $40 kit.
Yeah. I want to build the new Edard X1 Mockbuster. That's the one I want to build.
the Mockbuster.
Yeah.
I haven't
So
heard- What's that?
it's the X1, the Glamorous Glennis.
Glamorous Glennis. It's
But that's
They-
what
they
that's
call it
what
Mock-
Edard's calling it.
yeah.
Okay, so I can't keep track sometimes.
I mean, Jaeger never called it that, but they do.
Yeah.
Okay. So on your Great Wall kit, I saw a YouTube video of some guy who was talking about the 3 worst kit companies, and Great Wall was like 1 or 2 on his list. Have you touched that kit yet, Matt?
I have not.
Anybody done a Great Wall kit?
I done a Hobby Boss one. It wasn't too bad.
This guy mentioned Trumpeter was one of the
Wow.
worst. I don't know. But ain't
I've
nobody
seen Trumpeter.
nobody knows anything about the Great Wall kits, huh?
No, they're
I
expensive.
think that guy's really fussy. That guy's like, I don't know. He's got some opinions. That guy. I'm not 100% in agreement with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
was
know
just,
the guy you're talking about. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But British accent?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, it's not. I was just curious to see what the comparison with real people and this guy on the internet was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the internet, like Abe Lincoln says, you can only believe half of what you hear.
Right.
So
Well, I've got the Trumpeter F105.
I had that one. Somebody had already partially built it, and I wound up getting rid of it at the Tiger Fest as a used kit.
Yeah.
Guy kept coming back about every 30 minutes. He'd come swing by the TV, look at this thing, and open up, and I'm like, You know, paint can be stripped.
Yeah.
Finally
That's what
sold
you
it.
tell them. Paint can be removed.
$35.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
good
no,
deal.
my kids for free. It's nice to know a trash man.
Yeah. Well, I kind of got it. You guys remember Lots of Models?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when they were in last summer? No, actually, it was summer of 22. They'd already cleaned out all the good stuff, and now it was just junk. And I mean, that warehouse was full. And so a bunch of us wound up getting a chance to go out there to help Abby clean it out, quote, clean it out, unquote. I mean, it was just, that's where I got that 105, that Trumpeter 137 105 was, you know, in there. And the kits that were, that guy had acquired that were partially built or open box, and there was missing stuff. I got a real education out of that. That's why, who's Lemur? What's his name? Lemur.
Oh, George.
Yeah, George. Sorry. That's one. You know, I saw that shrink wrap on your box, and I'm like, oh man, I saw a bunch of those out there. Lots of models. And you open it up, and it's exactly like what you had. Like the decals were missing, or the decals were trashed, or stuff was missing. There was all sorts of weird kits out there. And yeah. So yeah, Jerry Dean and every time you see them selling stuff at conventions, you know that's stuff in my Lots of Models warehouse.
I won't admit to what I've paid the most for. It's embarrassing.
Come on.
What is it?
We've all made
It's
poor
mainly-
choices.
It's mainly due to postage, because like,
That's not your fault. That doesn't count.
so something I saw in a catalog as a kid, right? Thunderbirds F-16s, right?
Oh, yeah.
Set of 4.
Heck yeah.
I'd never seen that here in Australia, and I saw it on eBay, and it was like 120 Australian, which is probably about, I don't know, 80 to 90 US, and then the postage was an extra $40.
Ooh.
So it cost me like, it was like 160 Australian for me to get that set, shrink wrapped, brand new, which I haven't opened. You got me wanting. I want to open it now just to make sure that. I'm worried. You got me worried now.
You got him thinking.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've been burned by scale model graveyard too. It's not unusual. Although I think that's the most expensive one I bought was close to 100. I don't remember because it was Gemini. You know, the Revell Gemini 1
Yeah.
24th scale. And I always wanted to build it, and I saw it on Scale Model Graveyard, and I did. And I don't remember the number because it was unimportant. The fact that I got the model was the important thing. So I don't remember how much I paid. But I know it was pretty good. And then this year they brought out the 60th anniversary for $24. Got an arch plate model.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my practice kit. I didn't want to touch the other one I got off the eBay, off of Scale Model, because it's like, hey, I've spent good money to ruin this. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna get good before I even touch it. And so I got one I can actually touch and ruin now.
But I was just talking used kits, right? Because I could walk in and buy a Tamiya Tomcat for like 150 Australian. The new tooling. That's how expensive it is here, right? So I know I'm not ready for it because I'm still winding up, still practicing. I mean, I haven't modeled for many years, so I don't want to just go out and buy that. So I'll stick to used kits for a while. But I mean, you can buy those Tamiya 1/32 scale Warbirds. They're over 150 Australian generally.
Yeah.
They're great kits, but and I think they're worth the money.
Well, like their new F4 Phantom, the P38. I would love to build that P38. I've never built one, but I'm not spending
Same.
$3 for the damn thing.
I'll wait until they go down in price.
Right.
Same with the F4 Phantom. Honestly, The best I have not built the Tamiya F4 Phantom yet, but the best one I've built so far was the FU Jimmy. And it was, honestly, for how old it was, a great kit.
And I would love to have that 38. I've never built a Lightning before, and I would love to do it. But I'm not spending that kind of money. I just can't.
They have an aftermarket rivet set for it, too.
Oh, they've got all sorts of. They've got aftermarket intercoolers and. I mean,
Engines, everything.
Tires and yeah, you name it. But I just can't bring myself to drop that kind of coin on it. That's why I go to model shows. I'd rather pay $50 in a raffle and walk out of, walking in tall Conway the last time.
Yeah.
Oh, I end up with a carload every time I go there.
Okay, Marion, now's your time to hype the next IPMS Gateway meeting.
Oh yeah. There you go. Nice segue.
On January 16th, there's a swap and sell and an auction. We have every January. So you can bring kits to sell, you can buy kits, you can wait for the auction and bid on kits. Sometimes you can get a pretty good deals.
Was that, you say that was just, that was January 16th?
Right, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Get there
Afton
early.
Elks, right?
I'm sorry?
Afton Elks, right?
Yeah, right. The Afton and Elks.
Yep.
That's a Tuesday?
Yep.
Yeah.
If any of
7 o'clock.
my Franklin County folk want a carpool, let me know.
I'm going to try and make that one.
You said?
I'm going to need an adult to prevent me from spending all of my money. So I'll ride with you.
Not without adult supervision.
I'm sorry, Sarah. All I did was I blacked out for a moment. All of a sudden, Jordan came home with his whole trunk full of kids.
We'd be in so much trouble.
I wish that worked. I mean, it doesn't though, but I wish it did.
No. So I wish I had mind control or like Jedi powers. You did not see these model kits that I got.
These are not the model kits you're looking for.
They're not. I did not spend copious amounts of money.
What was that cartoon that was posted on the Mark Twain group about what the hell was that? What was the hell of that game show where you could call a friend or you could do things? What the hell was that?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It had that format, and there was the 4 choices below, and the question was, wife, did you just buy some new kits? And question A was like, no. Question B was, you look pretty.
Yeah.
Answer C was something. Yeah, it was like, and then D was yes. I can't. Yeah, they're funny, but yeah, like C was, you look pretty today.
And all of them are the right answer.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the order in which you
I
say
do not
them.
recall. Wasn't one of the options I do not recall?
Yes.
I know, Matt, you posted that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Yeah.
That was my answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Winning $1 million ain't worth it.
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. Mine doesn't worry too much about what I spend per model.
Lucky.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mine sure does.
She's kind of an enabler. She'll be like,
Worse.
oh, do you want to go to Schaefer's today? I'm like, oh.
She's awesome.
Keeps you off the streets, right?
That's right. I could be doing worse.
That's right. Until the day comes when she says, you know what we should do, honey? We should go to Paris.
Yeah, I should say yes.
If you're smart, you'll say yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm a pretty smart guy.
Oh, Matt says he's got raffle donations.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We'll take them.
Okay. I'll see if I need
on.
if I need anything to
Bring
be
him in.
weeded.
Hey, if you donate to the raffle, do you get a free raffle ticket? I got a couple.
It's not a raffle. It's a it's an auction.
It's an auction.
Oh.
Ah.
We already had the free raffle last night.
What was the prize last night?
Well, we had we spent $300 wholesale on a bunch of kits, and usually about 10 or 12 of them, good kits, good, really nice kits, and everybody gets a ticket, and we just call off the numbers, and if you have the ticket, you win.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it's something we do.
Next year.
I hear you talking.
Yeah. Hey, would you guys like to talk some bands?
Sure.
Bands and songs?
Rip it up.
Alrighty. Hey, we're gonna start on the CCR side. We got Looking Out My Back Door versus Traveling Band.
Out my back door for me, Matt.
Alright.
Out the back door for me, too.
Alright.
I'm gonna say out the back door as well.
I gotta throw this out here. Matt says, it's not meth, so that's how I judge my addictions.
There you go. I like that.
Like it.
I could be addicted to so much worse things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm addicted to plastic.
Yep.
Plastic packer.
Love the
Hey, at least it's not plastic surgery.
Right.
Oh,
Alright.
that's fun.
Matt
Wait,
says
wait.
Traveling Band. Let's see. Who else needs votes?
What, all the votes?
I got 3 votes for Out My Back Door. I got 1 for Traveling Band from Matt Online. Anybody else want to weigh in on this?
That's your life.
Come on.
Like, which child do you love most?
Alright.
Right?
Alright, looks like Back Door is gonna move on. Let's see. From the Eagle side, we got Seven Bridges Road versus Lion Eyes.
Well, that's easy for me.
Okay,
Seven
Jim.
Bridges.
Lion eyes.
Alright. Jordan.
Lion eyes.
Lion Eyes. George got one?
Lying eyes. as well.
Okay.
I've been lied to before, so.
Yeah. Marion, you up on your Eagles?
Seven Bridges on a road once, so there you go.
Lion eyes
Hey.
for me.
Okay. Grant?
Lion eyes.
Alright. Matt says Lion Eyes. Let's see. John is either gone or has been consumed by a pile of books and other pieces of plastic.
Talk about John Allman?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he dropped out.
Alright, looks like Lion Eyes moves on. Matt says he respects Seven Bridges, but he can't stand that song.
That's my favorite Eagle song ever.
Not bad.
Life in the fast lane.
No. The
I respect your
harmonization of
judgment.
Seven Bridges? Come on.
Yeah.
That's hard to beat.
I mean,
Let's
losers
see.
can't be losers, man.
With CCR, we got. Hey, John's back. Okay. So we got CCR versus Eagles, John. We got Susie Q versus Lodi. Jim Lore.
Susie Q.
Jordan Hurt.
I'm with Jim. He's a good man. Susie Q.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I've
George.
heard of Susie Q, so I'll vote for that.
George, what you thinking?
Susie Q.
Susie Q. Marion?
Susie Q.
Grant?
Susie Q.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's see. And Matt votes Susie Q. I vote Susie Q. Wow, that's a clean sweep for Susie Q there. All right. Let's see. Over on the Eagle side, we got Tequila Sunrise versus Take It Easy. Jim Lord.
Take it easy. I love that song.
Jordan Hurt.
I'm with Jim for the exact same reason, his circumstance for the previous song. I can't stand Tequila Sunrise.
Me neither.
All right. George.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. John.
Choice again?
Tequila Sunrise versus Take It Easy.
I'll go with the Sunrise.
Okay. Marion.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Grant.
Hey, take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Tequila Sunrise is a pretty good tune.
So which one you picking?
I don't know. I'm going to take it easy here. I'm going to take this out.
He said take it easy. I'm pretty sure
I got jokes.
I got it. Matt, I got yours as Take It Easy. And Grant, what'd you say?
Tequila Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise. All right. All right. Take It Easy moves on. Let's see. Bad Moon Rising versus Down on the Corner. Bad Moon Rising versus Down on the Corner. Jim Lore.
Bad Moon Rising.
Jordan Hurt.
Bad Moon Rising.
George.
Down on the corner.
Down on the Corner. John.
I'll go with Down on the Corner.
Down on the Corner. Marion.
Bad Moon Rising.
Grant.
What were the choices again? Sorry.
Bad Moon Rising and Down on the Corner. That is a tiny F-14, dude.
I was going to show John. Wow. Hey, John.
I see that.
We're having
One
our
500. 1/500.
That's sweet.
That's crazy small.
That's that decal set I was working on.
Yep.
good
Yep.
God.
And it looks even better in real life, not blurred by the camera. What were the choices again, Matt? Sorry about that.
Bad Moon Rising or Down on the Corner?
Oh, down on the corner.
All right. All right.
There's 1/350.
Oh, that's huge.
Tell me about it. And then 1/144. Hey, George.
There you go.
We go, matching scales.
Okay,
Yeah.
so George, get yourself one decal set in the mail, and then if you got a scanner and somebody can print decals, you can scale these things up and down to whatever you want. You got that bad decal set? And that F-14?
Oh, if you could find them online, if you could get scans. If
Yeah,
someone
there you go.
had scans of decal sheets, oh, they'd be out of business. I mean,
Yep.
Did it really?
Oh,
I mean, if they had scans,
I didn't know that.
that'd be. It would be cool if they did. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, on the Eagle side, Hotel California versus Take It to the Limit.
It's not even a contest.
Okay, Jim,
Hotel California.
Justin, Jordan,
Hotel California.
The only song I know all the words to.
George.
That's fair.
Hotel California.
All right, John.
Take it to the limit.
Oh,
I hate
Ah,
the.
left field.
Marion.
It just has to be a
Hates
Hotel California.
All right, Grant.
take it to the limit.
All right,
All right.
all right. Matt says Hotel California. Mine don't really matters. Hotel moving on. All right, over on the CCR side, Proud Mary versus Have You Ever Seen It Rain? Jim.
Proud Mary. I mean,
Oh, jeez.
yeah.
All right. God bless you, Jordan.
Thank you. This is really tough.
Yeah. Is it? Have you ever seen the rain? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Proud Mary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. Have you ever seen the rain?
Okay. All right, George.
Now, have you ever seen the rain?
All right. John.
Proud Mary.
All right. Let's see, Marion.
The rain.
The Rain. Let's see, Grant.
And you put one with meaning up against one with a beat, man. That's.
Sorry.
I have to go with the
Yeah,
rain.
this is a tough one.
Going with The Rain. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
The one I thought was going to win just got blown out. That's crazy. All right.
Wow.
Well, you know, you put one
You
with
guys are all communists.
meaning, you know.
All right. Eagle side, Desperado versus Peacefully Easy Feeling.
Oh, jeez.
That's easy for me.
All
Me
right.
too. Desperado.
Desperado. Jordan.
Desperado.
All right. George.
Desperado.
All right. John.
Easy feeling.
Ah.
Thank you.
All right. Marion.
Easy feeling.
All right. Grant.
Easy feeling.
All right. Let's see.
I'm on YouTube.
Come on, Matt. What you gonna vote for? Desperado, Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Peaceful, Easy Feeling moves on.
Woohoo!
Makes me want to shoot myself. I hate that song.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm with you.
Andrew.
Hey, here we got it for the last one for the playing round for CCR. One that's been missing. Fortunate Son versus looking out my back door.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Come on, is this even a conversation right now, guys?
Oh, gee.
I was say,
Yeah, you must have
name
sung
one
it.
Vietnam era movie that doesn't have this song in it. Jim, what you going with?
I'm gonna go with Fortunate Son.
All right. Jordan.
Yeah, Fortunate Son.
All right.
Because I'm American.
George.
Fortunate Son.
Wow, and he's Australian.
And he's Australian.
Yeah, that's even better. Like, he's a true ally. That's why we like Australians.
Thank God he's not Canadian.
Oh, they went crazy a couple of years ago.
John, what you got?
I'm gonna pass.
Oh,
Whoa.
hey,
An
Marion.
abstention.
Looking out the back door.
Oh, back door. Hey, Grant.
Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, I gotta go with Fortunate Son, unfortunately.
Viva Las Vegas.
That's right.
Yeah, Viva.
Yeah, I'm gonna change mine to Viva Las Vegas.
There you
All
go.
right.
Hey, can I got the option to change my vote?
All
As soon as you
right.
started, Marion, this is all your fault.
That's my fault. You're right.
I love it.
Yeah, I hope we get to the point where we can actually do merch. You know, have the FU Jimmy. Hey, you got any FU Jimmy kits? You know, hey, Viva Las Vegas.
Hey, my name is Jimmy. Do you have any of my kits?
Well, Jimmy, I think you know where this is going to go.
Unfortunately, no, Jimmy. We got a FU. So.
Oh, F you.
Alrighty.
I will look at my stats, see if I have a FU Jimmy kit.
Okay. Over to the Eagle side now.
This
Hotel
from
California,
Valley Q is
Lion Heights.
garbage.
It's easy.
Jim?
So we did that already.
It's easy. Hotel California.
All right.
Gotta
Jordan?
be.
Same, Hotel California for me.
All right.
Wait a minute, we did this already.
No, we didn't.
We're in the second round.
It was Seven Bridges Road versus Lion Eyes. Lion Eyes moved on. And Hotel California versus Take It to the Limit. Hotel California won. So now it's those two fighting each other.
Yeah, my favorite Eagles song didn't move on because everybody else is a communist.
Hey, George.
A hotel.
Hotel.
Wow, even got a giggle out of George on that one. Now
Matt's
I'm
got
happy.
Hotel.
Life in the future.
John, you doing Hotel or Lion Eyes?
Can I go back to Las Vegas again?
Nah, you can only play one Las Vegas card.
It's been played.
Phone a friend.
Tell that to Marion.
Hey, it's a classic.
Marion
classic.
plays the Commissar of IPMS Gateway card, so.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I'm in charge. You people are peons.
We're just peasants.
Peasants.
All hail. Long live the commissar.
All hail.
Okay, Marion, what you going with? California or Lion Eyes?
California.
All right. Grant? Oh, what you got, Grant?
Lion Eyes.
All right. All
You
right.
chose.
Hotel moves on. Okay, on the CCR side, Bad Moon Rising versus Susie Q.
Ouch. That one's tough.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Kind of upset
Y'all
about
voted
that.
for it.
Well, we didn't think it was going to lead us here.
So do I like those 20-minute songs or no?
So, Jim, what you going with?
I'm going to go Bad Moon.
Bad
I love
Moon.
that song.
All right. Jordan?
I'm also on that boat. I love that song too. Count me in on the Bad Moon.
All right. Oh, looks like we lost John. Matt says Susie Q. Marion?
Bad Moon Rising.
All right. Grant?
Bad Moon.
Bad Moon. Bad Moon moves on. Let's see. This part of the bracket's really easy. So you have Peacefully Easy Feeling or Take It Easy.
Nice.
Isn't it funny how that works out?
Yep. Okay.
Not
Jim?
funny at all.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Jordan.
Take it easy.
George.
You take it easy.
All right. Marion.
Take it easy.
Grant.
Hey, take it easy.
Take it easy. Waiting for Matt. Take it easy. All right. All right. And on the CCR side, Fortune Son, Have You Ever Seen It Rain? Jim Lore.
Fortunate son.
All right. Jordan.
Fortunate son.
George.
Because I'm not a communist.
I'm not, but I'll say, have you ever seen Rain?
At
Marion.
least it's Canadian, so that's fun.
The Sun. Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Son. Grant.
With the choices again, I was laughing at the other joke.
Fortunate Son versus Have You Ever Seen It Rain?
Have you ever seen the rain?
And
And
Matt
thank you
says
for
Fortunate
watching.
Son. Fortunate Son moves on.
Wait.
Ooh.
I want to recount.
I had 2 people vote for Have You Ever Seen It Rain and 5 people vote for Fortunate Son.
Bunch of communists.
See? Yes, comrade, we are.
All right, our final 4. It's going to be Hotel California versus Take It Easy. for the Eagles.
I'm taking my vote and going home.
Wow, that was tough.
Jim Lore,
I gotta go to California.
Hotel California.
That song is just, I mean, awesome. I mean, yeah.
Jordan?
While they are both fantastic pieces of musical literature, at the end of the day, I think Hotel California speaks more.
Yes.
All right. Marion?
Hotel California.
All right. Grant?
I just want to know how much a room costs at Hotel California.
More than
No, you never leave. So
Okay.
probably a lot.
That's why I'm going for Hotel California.
All right. All right. So Hotel California moves on because Matt voted on the chat. All right. CCR side. Fortunate Son versus Bad Moon Rising.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Oh.
Woo!
I'm gonna go Fortunate Son.
Okay.
Because, you know, America.
Yep. Jordan?
As much as it pains me, because I love that song, Fortunate Son goes ahead
Okay.
for me.
All right. Hey, George?
Bad Moon Rising.
Bad Moon Rising. Matt votes Fortunate Son. Marion?
Bad Moon Rising.
All right.
Bad.
Grant?
Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Son. Fortunate Son. Okay, for the finals, to go into the brackets, Fortunate Son versus Hotel California.
Damn it. Hold on, give me a minute.
Okay.
This one's tough. I'm gonna go Hotel California.
All right.
I got to. I mean, it's one of those songs when they played at the bar, everybody and their brother started singing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not always a good thing, but it does do the crowd.
All right.
I didn't say it was good singing.
Hey, Jordan?
I'm going to go Fortunate Son for the simple fact that that didn't happen. And growing up, every single video game that I played had that as a background song. So,
All right. Matt Wells votes for Hotel California. Hey, George?
Hotel.
Hotel? Marion?
Hotel.
All right. Grant?
I'll just go jump in a lake.
What are you painting there, Jim?
I'm doing the chipping. The rust was a little overdone. So now I'm toning it down.
All right.
It looks like my tiger got chicken pox.
I thought that might be what you were doing, but you're kind of running some long lines. I wasn't sure what you were doing.
Well, I did that on the side because they always used to get scratched up a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to do a dark wash to kind of tone this down a little bit.
All right.
I really hope I didn't just screw up this paint job.
Thanks.
And Grant, which one you going with? Fortunate Son or Hotel California?
Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Son. All right.
Mm.
By
Sorry, Matt,
one
George.
vote, Hotel California moves on.
Hey.
Thank God. I thought you were gonna have to go to the coin of fate.
I know, me too.
That would have been upsetting. Because the coin of fate hates me.
I also know the fate of the coin.
Jim Lord,
So-
do you have access to your phone by chance?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a dice roller on it?
Strangely enough, yes.
Wonderful.
I love it.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pull up a D8 for me and roll it?
Hold on. I gotta find it. I don't use it all the time.
You can use Google. It also gives you dice rolls.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So
It cannot be. It cannot be a number 6.
You said it cannot be a number 6?
It cannot be 6. That
Why
spot
can
has
it
already
not
been
be
taken.
6?
Now I figured out. I just figured out why I don't use this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ads. Eight-sided. Okay. God bless America. Go
I got
away.
7. It's 8-sided die, right?
Yeah.
Or 6-sided die.
Oh, hold on. I have dice right here.
That's pretty crazy.
I have actual real dice right here.
All right.
I should not be surprised at what we can do on the internet. Damn.
Hit
Well,
me
I
an
just
8.
figured out why I don't use that dice roller because it's a piece of. Yeah. Yeah. You know that word I can't say on this channel?
That's right.
I mean, they're super tiny dice, but they're here. You said 8?
8.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
You want me to roll it on the camera here? Hold on.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, so we know you're not cheating.
Trey.
Trey. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Do I get any modifiers with that?
No, you do not.
Oh, well, crap.
So that means Hotel California is going to go against Shout at the Devil by Motley Crue.
Oh, that's easy.
You're gonna have to explain that whole dice roll, not 6 thing to me.
So
D&D.
on the bracket that I have 1 from each section filled in, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots left. Number 6 was already taken. So that's why he could roll any number, just it couldn't be 6 because that spot was already filled.
What were we gonna put in the slot that came up?
Hotel California goes in the slot that he rolled.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far for the opening rounds, we got Shadow of the Devil versus Hotel California, and Her Strut versus Penny Lane.
Man, that's like drinking beer and eating chocolate.
Yeah, that's a really, really good way of putting that. Wow. I'm impressed because, okay. Yes.
But having done that, and it's gross, by the way,
I'm just impressed at how well that just put the perspective on my life.
Explains a lot of things, doesn't it?
Yes, it really does.
I am a huge fan of chocolate. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't get this big by, eating salad.
Well, guys, I gotta go.
Okay, Marion. Safe travels.
Yeah.
Yeah, good night. Happy holidays.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year.
Sally.
Take care.
Merry Christmas, Marion. See you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Marion.
Bye. Okay.
So I'm quickly realizing that I should just ask for a full refund on this Huey Hog.
Why?
I'm gonna need a whole tube of gap filler on this thing.
Yes, you will.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Is that the monogram one?
Yeah, it's the original mold.
Yeah, I built that one
I mean-
before.
It's a lot of nostalgia, but is it worth it?
Yeah, but nostalgia is not supposed to be painful.
This is pretty painful,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to shelf and doom it yet. We'll see how the glass goes, and then
What if you're nostalgic over something that was painful?
That's called
That's just-
PTSD.
yeah, that's PTSD.
That's masochism.
Oh,
Go back in the storm.
Yeah.
How would 10-year-old Jordan build it?
well,
Build it like
considering
that.
my grandparents wouldn't let me have an airbrush, it'd be brush painted, and I had to use the non-toxic Testors super glue to start.
What? No two-wheel? Come on.
Yeah, I know, right?
How old are you,
My
22?
my grandparents are where they were. They eventually trusted me, obviously, but I had to, earn it. They didn't want me to just turn into this little druggy modeler sitting in the basement sniffing glue all evening.
Let me ask a question. Did 10-year-old Jordan know about filler?
No,
There you go.
10-year-old Jordan did not know about drugs or snorting glue or anything. It never made any sense.
There you go. Build it.
Yeah.
Build it, have fun with it.
And then put
Build it.
firecrackers in it, and then blow
Here's
it
what
up.
you do. Build it. Put like a
Blow it
GI
up.
in it. Put some glue in it. Set it on fire and throw it and film it.
I would, but the first time I did that, and this is not a joke, I burned my house down when I was 10 doing that, so
Nice.
we probably won't do that again.
See, right then and there, you just moved up a couple notches in my book.
I was making movies, and I was living with my grandparents, naturally, and my bedroom was in the basement. It was like that really nasty, old 1970s, like wood paneling that somehow was fashionable.
Hey. Don't
Yeah.
knock that.
He says as he looks around his workshop and has the paneling.
That's right. And I accidentally lit the curtains on fire, and within minutes it was out of control and too far gone. So lesson learned there.
Okay, so don't do it inside.
Right. Yeah, outside. The cool thing though that I did was, do you guys remember when Mega Bloks was like a real competitor to Lego?
Yes.
And they had that P51 that you could buy, and it was like awesome and huge.
Yes.
I threw that out the second story, and it hit the concrete pad below and vaporized. And that was pretty
Exploded.
cool. That was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
That's what I'm saying. Build it and have fun with it.
Well, I got the nose on, and it doesn't look too terrible. So, I'm just gonna have to take my time with it and trim it as I go. I'm gonna have to re-rivet the whole thing to get some type of smooth body line on it. Could be worse. It could be an Italeri. So
They could.
Hey, George. We'll send you the news article. The headlines: Man arrested for simulating flaming Huey crash.
Nice.
It wasn't me, regardless of what they say. And if anyone asks, Matt was in some way, shape, or form involved. I guarantee it.
I guarantee that.
Who would want to miss that?
Well, he's the ringleader.
Yeah.
He's the ringleader. That's true. So in some way, we're all responsible.
We all just feed each other's addictions. That's what friends are for.
That's right. I wouldn't even fill it. You know what you do? You build it, take it to a model show, and say, "This is what not to do."
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Use it as a trading tool.
This is my inner 10-year-old Jordan.
I might use it for target practice for hunting.
There you go.
Just put a 30-06 down to it.
Marion's still on. Marion's off. Okay, good. So here's what you do. You build it. You give it to a 12-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah.
You put it in a model show as a junior, and it'll probably take best to show.
Hey, and then I take that kid to Freddy's
There you
and I
go.
take home the trophy.
Give him some ice cream and trade him for the trophy. Done.
I like the way
Trophy
you
you
think.
could have had.
Done.
If I was 12, I'm just reliving my youth. That's all.
Yep.
So, while we're at it, what's on everyone's Christmas list for modeling this year? Any big wishes? Wants?
I actually asked for a Vortex mixer.
The this one.
Those are
Yeah. Yeah.
95 on Amazon.
You will absolutely love it.
I know. Because I'm really
Probably
tired
one of my best.
of doing this all the time.
There's George's.
I got sick and tired of using my jigsaw and taping the stuff to it.
I did that. No, that works. That does work.
It works. It works. It's just
I know.
when you go too far, and then it flies off and hits the wall and shatters. Then you buy the Vortex.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best thing I've ever bought right here.
Yeah.
A good one.
yeah, I love my Vortex.
But that Vortex, that's a good
Yeah.
start. Although, let me caution you guys. You know those little those stainless steel mixing balls you can put in the paint?
I do in
Yeah.
every one of my pots. Yep.
Don't put those into the glass bottle paint jars.
No, only the
Actually,
plastic.
but too, they do explode.
I did.
I learned
I
that
did.
the hard way.
Yeah, same.
You can use
I'm
plastic
very,
nylon beads though.
I use hematite. I went to Michael's and bought a whole, like 2 or 3 strings of the hematite.
That's
It
a good
doesn't
idea. I
stain.
didn't think of that.
What's
And
hematite?
it's-
What? Oh, wait a minute.
It's a rock.
It's a rock. Yeah.
It's a rock.
I'm
but it
trying to
does
think, would the
rust.
rock break the bottles just as much?
It doesn't.
It's lighter, but it's
It's
denser.
lighter.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Actually, I just ran out. Hold on.
Holy cow!
And they're really cheap.
And
Oh,
and it
super.
doesn't interact with the paint.
They won't rust.
That's the thing is that they.
I didn't think of that. I know it, I should have. That's a great idea. I'm gonna have to steal that idea.
Hematite. What? It's for like necklaces and beading, or where do you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got it from Michael's in the beading section. The nice thing is that, like I said, they're nice and shiny. They're nice and smooth. Oh, I had it. It's gone. Carbon Monster got it.
Does it make you guys upset that Michael's? Well, first off, Michael's in a sense. Let's just take that into consideration. Has a beading section, but has completely depleted their modeling section.
Sounds like Hobby Lobby.
Right.
Well, I can't shop at Hobby Lobby because there's nothing good. It's so expensive.
So is Michael's.
That's why you go every other week when they have their 40% off coupon.
I would never spend $60 or $70 on an Evo. I'd spend $50 I want an Evo,
Ooh.
but not 70 because I can go to Mark Twain and get a Pache Talon for 80 and then have the guy tell me how to use it, and I feel like a pro before I leave.
Whoa.
I love Mark.
Anybody else go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby with your partner, and then they talk to her before they'll talk to you, and you're the reason that you're there?
Yes.
I don't go because they'll find out. Well, they're gonna find out anyway. But. So the question, Michael's, yeah, the 40%. I got a couple. I did that once or twice, and it was the thing I had in mind. I went and I looked at it, and I went to check out, and it was like the full price. I said, well, it's got a 40% off. And that was the first time I really realized to read the fine print on the Michael's coupons. And so I took that, I said, no thanks. I took it back to the shelf, and I started looking around at all the tags that were like, not 40% off, not 40% off. It was like, God dang, what's 40% off? Oh, the stuff that is absolutely of no value. So, yeah, man. I don't go up there with a 40% off sticker anymore.
It's the original mold 1968 Limburg cast B-24 Liberator. Enjoy.
I was gonna say P69.
Well, yeah, it's a Black Widow. It's the Revell Black Widow. Ah, run!
I have that in my deck.
40% off. They're even 40% off. They're 40%
No,
off.
I just finished the Black Widow, and I still have nightmares that wake me up sweating in the middle of the night.
You're talking about the monogram one
Yeah.
with the real horrible glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one they still release too.
Yeah,
it's-
that are never straight.
They have not changed the mold.
I built that one when I was a kid, man.
I did too, but I had it in my stash, and I was like, maybe I thought it was a piece of crap when I was a kid because I wasn't a good modeler. Nope.
Oh, you're gonna vote. It's just a piece of crap.
Yeah. But no, here's the thing. So I actually learned a lot on it because painting black like that is very difficult. So I got a lot of practice on how to use weathering techniques for engines on top of black paint by using browns instead of grays. So I thought that was kind of useful, but the fact that it's completed, not in the trash.
Hey, you're better than I
Another
did.
one for me. Yeah, another one for me.
So, Matt,
Yes.
have you ever used the Flory Models wash for anything other than aircraft?
Yeah, I've used it on my. Let's see, my M1 tank. I've used it on the Korean tank, the rip-off of the M1. I used it on my Walker Bulldog, and I've also used it on my my railgun.
Okay, because I'm trying it now. I need to really tone down this rust because otherwise I just screwed up this paint job. We're going to give it a shot and see.
Are you using Flory Wash?
I am.
Okay.
I'm actually using the grime.
Yeah.
I love Flory.
I love this wash. Because right now it does. It looks like the tiger has chickenpox. And I'm going to trust the process here. We're going to see, but
Well, remember, you can let it dry. You can use paper towel, dry if you want. Then it almost acts like it sands it in. You can wet the paper towel with a little saliva and wipe it so it comes off that way. Or you can take a really light sander and actually sand it too.
really.
Yeah,
Did you try mineral spirits?
Well, that's what I was using before.
And that's what kind of took the chickenpox effect?
Well, no, me not knowing where to put the stuff is what gave me the chickenpox. No, this is all me. This is all me.
Don't you
Unfortunately,
hate when that happens?
Yeah.
I do, because I got nobody to blame but me.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah. But this is how we learn. I will fix it. It will be beautimous, hopefully. If not, it goes to the back of the, display cabinet. But I'll have the damn thing finished, which I'll be happy about.
It's Christmas, time for some new toys.
Yeah.
You can hang it from the ceiling, Jim.
I should.
Yeah, flying tank. Put wings on it.
Here.
There you go. I like it.
I'll just paint a shark mouth on it and we'll be done.
Yeah. So here's
What
a
time
question
is it out
for
there
y'all.
for you, George?
I have that kid too.
2:30 p.m.
Are you on break from work?
No, I'm on holidays.
Oh, nice.
So jealous.
Yeah.
Mine
How
are
many
2
weeks?
days. This is the longest 2 days of my life.
How long are you off, George?
4 weeks.
Oh wow.
So I'll be
Oh, you're
the next
on
3 live
vacation?
streams. No, just taking time off because I've got too much leave. I'm one of those people that the stupid
Never
amounts
goes
of
on
leave.
vacation.
Yeah, because I'm not allowed to. So I'm kind of forced to take leave at Christmas time when everything winds down. So it's good.
Got any fun plans for yourself?
I might go visit some museums. Like there's like a 3-hour drive to get to one in Canberra. Yeah, some modeling, a lot of cleaning and organizing because I've just moved into a new place and I haven't unpacked properly.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's great. I got my this is the hobby room. It's great. It's just separate from the house, so it's really, really cool. Loving it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I was with you to go to museums because, like, I'm a huge museum geek. I love museums.
Yeah, we don't have many, but the ones we do have, they're very Australian centric in their displays, which is kind of makes sense. But
Right.
I'd love to look at US, ones eventually someday.
Well, if you ever find a way to the United States, you're more than welcome to stay with me, and we'll go to Dayton, Ohio. We'll go to the Air Force Museum, which is
Amazing.
yeah, God, it's the largest collection of military aircraft in the world. And then we'll take a flight and we'll go to Arizona and we'll go to the Pima Air and Space Museum. But we'll do the boneyards too. We just got to get background clearance.
If I'm going to the boneyards, I'm bringing a trailer.
Tell me about it. I haven't been there yet. I didn't know it when I went down to Pima. They're like, oh yeah, you guys got to call like almost 4 months before your trip to get clearance. Like, okay, I get that. But you're not really hiding anything that we don't already know about.
No.
And if you don't want us to know, the Chinese already know.
Exactly.
You've been destroying B-52s since the Korean War in agreement with Russia, and now you're
It
kind
was
of
in the
taking
Air and
the
Space
path
Museum
doing it.
magazine.
Yeah,
Missile silo down there too. The Titan II missile silo.
they have a whole bunch of them that are on boneyard property that are just laying on trailers.
Yeah.
I have the book. I have a book from that's all about Kingman and the whole regeneration process and like how those maintenance guys would always be carrying fire extinguishers with them because when they would go out to cocoon an aircraft or pull parts off of an aircraft, rattlesnakes would be in there, and they would just use the fire extinguisher to freeze the rattlesnake and then throw it out. But like, there's a lot of really cool stories in this book. Like after World War II, there was, almost 1,300 surplus P-51Ds, and that didn't include the one coming back from Europe to be scrapped, and along with the B-17s, the million B-17, the 5,000 B-17 were on there, a dragon in his tail, the B-24 Liberator was there. And a lot of those couldn't be saved, but they were talking about like finding live rounds. In some instances, lots of gore, I guess you could say, on some of the inside of these aircraft when they returned before they were smelted, and all the keepsakes that were brought back. And then, you could buy a 100-hour P-51D Mustang brand new from the Dallas plant for, $3,900.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would be in so much trouble.
I'll bet there's some guy that's got 4 of those in a garage somewhere.
Well,
It's a garage
that's
find.
it's funny you mentioned that, George. Wasn't there an old fellow in Australia who, on his property, had the last fully intact British Mosquito with a P-51, and then I think he had a couple. and they found him found it in a garage after he died, and then like it's like the complete mosquito. Like it is like
Wow.
Wasn't that a wooden plane?
Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
saw a YouTube video on that. It was flying at some special event. Oh yeah. It was it had to do with a World War II anniversary
Yeah.
or something.
yeah. There's, I think they debuted the mosquito the same year the XF-82 twin-engine Mustang
Yeah.
was exhibited after it was restored. That's a really cool story if you guys get to read about that.
Oh.
Can you imagine walking onto a junkyard and seeing the last remaining XF-82 twin-engine Mustang just chilling, just sitting there?
Chilling.
I've actually sat in one of those when I was working
No
out
way.
here. Yeah. When I worked out at Spirit of St. Louis Airport, they had one out there for the air show, and I was a ramp hand out there. And I got to sit in, the Spirit of St. Charles, the B, was at the 25, the Liberator?
Yeah. Yeah. Or is,
Path, the B-17.
Yeah,
Trying
I
to
think
put my
so.
big fat butt into that ball turd and couldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you've never seen one of them B-17 ball turds, they are tiny.
I think you had to be like a max of 5'9" to get into it.
Yeah,
The whole 17 is tiny on the inside.
it was. It really was.
Man.
Well, a lot of people. Something I just recently learned, and I guess I've been reading a lot too. Is I did not know that the ball turret on the B-17 was on hydraulics for takeoff and landing.
Yeah,
That
you
it
could
would
suck
be
it up
brought
in
into the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't do that on the Super Fortress. But I guess the Super Fortress is what, 4 feet taller.
Oh, by far.
I love this group. I love talking to airplanes with this group. I don't get to do this with anyone else. This is awesome.
Well, I've been looking to get out to Wright Pat and down to Pima myself. I mean, it almost sounds like Caravan is.
That would be an epic trip for a bunch of dudes.
What was the naval museum that you went to that one time?
Oh, Pensacola.
Pensacola?
Oh,
Pensacola.
NAS Pensacola.
God.
I was there this
amazing.
summer. That's awesome.
It's still closed to the public, isn't it?
No,
Or
they
did
just reopened it. It was as of June 1st. It was open to the public again.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that was an amazing museum. I got to see Pappy Bowington's Lulu Bell there and touch it. I got to touch the last surviving Dauntless from Midway with my bare hands. That was such a cool museum because they're all about touching.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't normally. A lot of them, like you go to Wright Pat, they'll let you do it if you're really kind of if they're not looking.
Chill about it.
Yeah, they're chill. They're not like, hey, don't touch that. But yeah, there's a lot of places that'll let you do it without issue.
The other good one is up in Omaha, where they have the SAC base. Offutt is up there.
That's my next one.
Yeah.
I'm going there in February by myself for a weekend for a solo man trip.
You can touch an SR-71 there.
Oh, I've done that. They had one at Wright Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got one down at Cosmosphere hanging from the ceiling, and you can, the nose is about 4 foot off the ground. The tail's about 20. It's just, you stand there, you look
How
up.
many are left? Five SRs, not including the Y.
More than that.
Yeah, about 5
There's
or
more
6.
than that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and, well,
Yeah, I only thought there were
and
5 or 6 of them.
then there are like the A-20, and then there's the Trainer is still around, the
Right.
Trainer.
Yeah, the trainer's around.
So yeah, there's a number of.
I'm thinking of the XB70. I'm thinking of the XB70.
Oh, there's only one of those.
That's out at Smithsonian.
Those.
Yeah, there's only one of those.
Oh,
No,
no,
that one's
that's
at.
like-
No, that one's in Dayton.
That's at Wright Pat.
Yeah, that's at Right Pat.
Oh, yeah.
And they finally.
Only built 2. They crashed 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an amazing plane if you've never seen it.
Do you guys have the Cockpit 360 app on your
Yes.
phones?
Oh, well, I see, yeah.
I highly recommend getting it if you don't, but I was super excited when they finally got into the XB70 and did the full 360 panoramic in the cockpit.
Yeah.
I was so excited for that.
It actually has a clamshell enclosed ejection seat. It'll literally go over the top of you, and then it shoots the whole capsule out.
It's like, so you know you
Crazy.
get a die cocooned.
Yes.
So, sure, that is what
No
it
escape.
Hey, you get an Air Force coffin.
That's right.
Hey, at least it's not like the F-104 Starfighter where if your foot got binded on the straps that pull your ankles in, you don't lose your feet when it hits the canopy on the way
Right.
out.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's right. When Chuck wrecked the 104, that's the only thing he was worried about was losing his feet.
Losing his feet. And that's why he took so long to eject out of that flat plane, that flat spin, because he tried so hard to pull out of it for that very reason. What a guy.
That's funny, Jim, because I mentioned the B-17 and how much smaller it looks like. It's how much smaller it is on the inside. You don't think it's that small until you get in there.
Till you, yeah.
Well, that
Get in it.
that Valkyrie is the other way around. It's huge compared to what you think it. To me,
Yeah.
it looks big in the photos, but then when you get near something like that, it's like, whoa.
But just seeing those 6 engines in the back,
Yeah.
massive. The thing is a massive airplane.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what blew me away is when they had a B-52 out there, and seeing the oil canning, and I'm like, it looks like crab. It's called oil canning. When they're on the ground, they're all wrinkly.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the stress.
And
The
I'm like,
stress.
I want to find the crew chief, and I want to beat his butt. Like, what are you doing? Clean your plane up, for God's sakes.
Well,
I love the way that place smells. Oh, it smells like jet fuel and grease and oil and just like inside of airplanes.
I love the smell of JP4 burning in the morning.
All right.
Yes. The other funny thing I learned about the B-17 is I got to go inside the one at Pima. The most spacious part of that entire aircraft is to be the navigator because you have your desk and a little chair,
Yeah.
or the tail gunner because you have the whole spot to lay down in.
And his spot was pretty small, too. I couldn't fit all the way back in there.
See,
Or if I'm a
I kind of
big
like
guy.
that tight space, especially with my legs out like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd probably be safer in the tail, but like in the nose, that's just asking for it.
Mm. Yeah, no thanks.
Hard pass.
I'd either do waist gun, that's it, or what's that, the turn on top.
Top turret.
Yeah,
Top turret.
yeah.
See, I just feel like I'd get caught from behind on the top turret. I feel like I wouldn't be paying attention. I'd be chasing something down and not figuring out what's in my 6 and just get hit.
I would be a human ball bearing. I'm not gonna die. I am not gonna die.
Keep your head on a swivel.
You got it.
Literally.
It's like a 60 RPM motor running around that thing.
What
Yeah,
you doing
I'd
there?
say.
Trying not to die.
Do you blame him?
No,
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be the nose gunner. I wouldn't want to be the bombardier.
Nope.
You get to see it coming, and nope, no thanks.
There wasn't a safe spot in there.
There really wasn't.
Right.
The only safe spot was in your bunk,
Yeah, if you made it back.
if you made it back.
Bless those boys.
If you ever get a chance to read the story of the Memphis Belle, the pilot actually wrote a book.
Bob Morgan. It's a great book. I highly, highly recommend it.
Yep.
It is on my top 10 book list for sure. I'm reading one right now.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Have you seen that new show, the new series? Colorized from the front lines?
No.
It's only 6 episodes. I think it premiered 1st of December. It's yeah, definitely watch that. I mean, it's highly edited because they fit the whole 4 into 6 episodes, but it's got some amazing
Right.
footage.
I'll have to check that out.
All right, guys. I don't know if you can see this or not. Do you see the chicken pox? Did the wash make it better?
Oh, it'll look good. It'll look good. Just put a
Oh, it
bunch
looks a
of
lot better.
I'm gonna put some mud on it. I haven't put the tracks on it yet. That's the next thing. That mud, and I gotta paint the tools, and she's done.
to Jordan.
You got a week.
Got that book, Higher Swallow?
Yeah.
No, Jordan's got that.
I think I'm almost finished my jungle theme.
How's that Huey coming?
I had to. Yeah.
Now you're gonna get that every time now, Jordan. You're gonna get that. Hey, how's that Huey coming?
It's over here.
Hey, John, you're off the hook, man.
Over here. What's everyone doing for the jungle theme?
Final countdown.
Oh, the TV, the small, big screen. I'm doing the AT-AT Walker.
Hey, that's cool.
I'm doing the 1967 GT350 Shelby from Gone in 60 Seconds. And then I'm doing the Corsair from Baba Black Sheep.
Very nice.
Just can't go wrong with that one.
Anybody else?
I am. Go ahead, George.
No, just the Dewback, that resin kit.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, Stormtrooper on that. We'll tackle that. Let's see how we go.
Yeah.
Well, that AT-AT Walker that I got it for Christmas last year. And it's cool because it actually comes with a couple of snow speeders
That's cool.
Nice.
that are in scale. So what I was going to do is I was going to take some of this cabling, and I'm
Do
gonna
it.
spin one around the legs.
Do
Yeah.
it.
It's not going to be funneling. It's like right when Luke has him shoot it, and then he's just making his like first pass around it.
His first pass.
Yeah.
Attach
I mean,
the
I'm
cable.
pretty sure in
Doesn't come down.
training that was the most important pass, was securing your first initial hook.
Yeah.
I'm wrapping up a A10 Warthog in a jungle paint scheme, an A10A.
Well, that's an animal.
The old school Tamiya. We're getting there. Let me turn this around so you can see the. I'm actually kind of happy with how this cockpit work has turned out.
How is that kit? I've never built that Tamiya. Is it the original Tamiya A10?
It's the original one. It's honestly pretty good, but in all reality, it's literally the exact same thing as the monogram kit. If I'm being honest, I
Really?
really can't find a difference. The cockpit, maybe in some small instances, but everything else is exactly how Monogram has it laid out, where the wings come into the fairings, the engines come on from the top. I mean, there's really no difference, in my opinion.
Raised,
But again-
raised panel lines?
They're raised. I cut mine in a little bit and added rivets. But it's better than the Italeri, so.
Yep.
Run in Rome.
Vacuum form is better than Italeri.
Yes. Yes, it is. I do want to try the Hobby Boss A10. I have heard good things about the Hobby Boss A10, that it's a different tool.
Yeah.
But, you know,
The Academy,
that one
maybe?
fine later.
I think there's a recent Academy.
yeah, the Academy one's pretty neat too. I think you're right. How's that F-111 coming, Matt? I haven't seen any progress pics.
Oh.
I didn't win that bid either.
Oh, you didn't? Ah.
No.
So I got it
went on my
primed.
limit.
Got it primed, and found a whole bunch of problems that I have to deal with. So we're gonna take care of that and then prime it again.
These are always fun.
Yeah. It's got a nasty seam right here. Runs right across here. And it's like a step too, so
Or
it's gonna
find that
suck.
engineer and beat him. Why do they think that'd be fun for a C?
Yeah.
With the F-111.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like the engineers who put the ejector pin circles right in the square middle of the ejection seat.
Right. Well, these are fine. They'll cover them up.
They'll figure it out. They're adults. We're not though.
It'll just go in their stash. It's fine.
Yeah, they're not even gonna build it.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's for some that may be a little true.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Nightshade says, build plastic models, don't collect them.
That's right.
They're two hobbies.
Yep.
Two different hobbies.
George, do you ever listen to podcasts?
Did I what?
Do
George, do you ever listen to podcasts?
Oh,
I mentioned only the model geeks for a while when I was going on walks out in the wild.
Gotcha. I've been listening
I
to I've been listening to On the Bench with Dave Goldfinch, and he's
Is
an
it the
Australian
Aussie?
guy.
Yeah, the Australian one. I heard mention of it. I haven't listened to it. I'll have to look it up.
They're pretty good.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
look it up now. Cool.
what do those guys talk about? I haven't listened to any of these podcasts.
Basically anything model related, anything in the news. They have like inside information and stuff and all that. Here in America, you got let's see, the Model Geeks. You got the Plastic Posse podcast. You got the Model
Screw
Mojo
Cutters
people.
Union.
The Sprue Cutter Union. That's not PG anywhere close.
No, that's not PG, and you better be a rivet counter with that one.
Oh, then I won't listen to that.
Yeah, I won't either.
I listened to them tonight, and they were talking about the most horrific model accident you ever had. And the guy was talking about one he did the other night, or last month. He was cleaning his airbrush needle. It slipped, and he shoved it through his pinky finger, all the way through it.
Oh,
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
I sliced my finger pretty good before.
Yeah. I got some super glue on my thumb, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I just wanted to cure real quick, so I sprayed some kicker on it. Don't ever do that, because it's an exothermic reaction, and I thought my thumb was on fire.
It was.
Chemically, it was on fire.
Chemically, it was on fire.
I've learned to disconnect my airbrush when cleaning it, and not point it at my face.
Good tip.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually sliced off half of my thumbnail with an X-Acto knife once.
Ooh.
Ah.
That hurts. Bled like a stuck pig.
That podcast looks good, Matt.
Yeah.
Maybe if you wrote a Facebook post with all the cool podcasts for people to look up,
Okay.
that'd be cool.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
that's a good idea.
They also, a lot of them have corresponding Facebook pages, too.
Really?
Yeah. The big one that Will Pattinson's on is the Scale Model Critique Group.
Yeah. Another bunch of rivet counters, though.
Yeah.
I like M&M models a lot on YouTube. Moldevi, I think is his name, out of Ukraine. He's one of the few really good modelers who's actually responded to my messages before and critiqued me, because obviously I think we've all came into clear coat issues before. And I got a lot of really good pointers from him, so I thought that was kind of cool.
I ran into some clear coat issues the other day. I actually had the gear shifter on my car was actually foiled up, right? It was silver, chrome. So it started to peel off and look like crap. And I took it off and I painted it with that real metal after a nice clear or gloss black coat. Looked great. And then I went to spray clear on it and it went crazy.
Just like turning to lightning, just sparkled, spracked, like
it just cracked. I have never seen that before.
One of the best insights I was given when it comes to metallized and metal color is if you think it's cured, give it another day.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't think I let it cure. I mean, it dried for like 4 hours. So that was probably what I did wrong.
Probably some of the best advice was when you think it's ready, it's not. Give it another 24 hours and you'll thank yourself later. Just stop yourself before you get ahead and get excited.
I mean, it looked...
And I'm not good at metal.
It looked amazing. Again, that real metal paint is awesome. But now I regret it because now it cracked. All right, let's make some mud.
Well, fellas, Merry Christmas. I'll see you all next week.
Alrighty.
And to you.
See ya, Jordan.
Bye,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Night, guys.
See ya.
Jordan, see you
Merry
later, bud.
Christmas.
Have a great one. Merry Christmas.
Bye,
Model on.
See you. So how you gonna make mud, John?
All I did was take some of these pastels, which I love, and I mixed it with some buff.
Huh?
Yeah, to me a buff.
Ooh. What's fun?
It's like it's almost like wooden deck tan, but just a little bit more saturated.
Oh, paint.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're mixing the pastels in the paint.
Yes. And that's for the,
Oh, yeah.
because
Okay.
it'll dry really flat and it'll make it look really dirty. And then what I'll do is once that's done, I will then take some dry pigment, little lighter shade, and then I will, I'll just powder that on.
Huh.
So right now, that's the wet. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah. It'll dry, yeah.
It'll dry, and then that's the majority of the mud. But then I do the powders, and that's like the dried mud that's on there. I mean, I'm not going to do a whole lot, honestly. But because honestly, it's really close to being done now.
So the gloss is there to give it kind of the wet look, and then you hit it with pastels to give it the dried mud.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, if you ever seen dried mud with wet mud splattered on it, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Pretty darn.
Uncle Night Shift, man, he's awesome.
Hey, I'm just so impressed with it's just like, it's like, you know, you follow, I got these books on how to make different, like marble and stuff like that, you know, just different kind of textures.
Yep.
And it's amazing how this works. You start dabbing the stuff on, and it does not look like anything I want to see, you know?
No.
And you keep working it, and when it dries, it's like it magically transpires into something that's like, wow.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago, thank you, Matt, you gotta trust the process.
Yeah.
It's like, I looked at this thing, I'm like, oh my God, I just ruined this model that I worked all this time on. but I didn't. You know, you gotta trust the process.
Right. Yeah, it was when I was doing Vietnam Tiger Stripes. That's what it was, and it was just like do this, do that, do the other thing, and I did that, I did the other thing, and it's like, yeah, you know, the final pass was like, and then a dull coat was like, holy cow.
Yeah. And it really worked. I did that on one of my on a couple of my BattleTech miniatures.
So it's just, well, yeah. It's tough to. I'm learning on this. I'm learning. I'm just new to this.
Well, it's not easy, and you've gotta trust that process. And you know, it's just like, okay, it looks like crap right now, but it won't when I'm done.
Right. Exactly. So I think I'm going to start moving up into my $10 kits.
Uh oh.
I've been practicing on $1 kits, you know, because it's like that's a buck. Well, it won't be until I'm probably 92 when I get to that $100 Gemini.
I tell that to my lady all the time. I'm like, you know, I got more kits than I'm ever going to be alive to build.
Right. So I'm saving the most expensive ones with the best return on investment for you for your retirement. There you go. There you go. There you go. No, this kit really isn't for me. This is for, you know, when.
This is so that you can retire nicely.
When I'm gone.
When I'm gone.
And then you start looking at your coffee in the morning very carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the trick is not to outlive other modelers, right?
That black eyed pea steaks go all right to me.
You haven't taken a bite yet, honey.
I was just waiting for you. I'm starting to dig armor models because you can just throw crap on it. Oh, that looks muddy.
Well, yeah, that's what the guys at the club say. Yeah.
Just throw it on there. Oh, that's mud.
It's the complete opposite with aircraft.
All right.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, that's right.
super critical about everything.
I mean, here I'm just slinging stuff. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Doing a little speckling. Oh, that was too much. Oops. Row. Oh, that did turn out okay. Far out. I'll ask my color judge here in a minute, but make sure I got the colors all right. Nice thing is there's not a whole lot of mud on the turret. You don't really have to do much. So when do you plan on doing the whole list there, Matthew?
The list for what?
That whole list that you've been building up for.
I'm confused.
No,
The podcast?
No. The list. She's only 17 list.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
How long am I compiling them?
No. Don't. Aren't you building up to where you're going to do all the winners in one big battle royale?
Yes.
Yeah. When is that going to happen?
Let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Well, we need 6 more entries into it, and then it'll be a 16. It'll be a 16 bracket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Didn't mean to confuse you.
So the ones we got so far is "When the Dead Are Alive" by Bon Jovi, "Piano Man" by Billy Joel, "Shout of the Devil," Motley Crue, "Hotel California," the Eagles, "Master of Puppets," Metallica. That's on one side. Then "Ain't That a Kick in the Head?" Then we have "Herstrut," "Penny Lane," "We Will Rock You," "We Are the Champions," and "Viva Las Vegas."
So Viva Las Vegas did actually win one.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That has got to be the most eclectic list I've ever heard of in my life.
I know. I can't wait. It's gonna be cool.
And you know what, Jim? Every opposing song is going to be the best one. We're gonna have to pick two of
Yeah. Oh, that whole list is going to be completely utterly unfair.
Right.
Everyone, yes, every completely unfair. Doesn't matter which order they pick, you know. I mean, I could do a random generator for him if he wanted, but jeez.
Yep.
No, it's going to be hard enough without it. I mean, seriously, it's it's going to be hard enough without all that. That's because I'm a big Metallica fan, so I may just be voting for them the whole time. Oh boy, what a mess.
Let's see. Oh, good. I can put that on.
Really good. I do love the way these powders work.
So, Jim, what is buff in XF color?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What is buff in Tamiya XF numbers?
XF57.
That's the one I didn't grab. Okay.
If you paint with Tamiya paints, you have to have buff, deck tan,
Yeah.
and flat earth.
Yep.
Buff is good to desaturate like darker colors. So whenever you what I found is, especially with me, because I can't really see them anyway, like that dark gray, you don't go white because then it just makes it light gray.
Right.
And it's still saturated. It doesn't look muted like it's supposed to. So you use buff. Flat earth is for doing like browns and even greens,
Okay.
like olive drab. And then the wooden deck tan would be for like, if you wanted to, which is weird, you want to lighten up yellows or even other greens, you can desaturate with that too.
Gotcha. Okay.
You got XF numbers on those?
Yes, the buff is XF57. Flat earth is XF52.
2. Yeah.
And then deck tan, which is this, that's XF55.
Thank you. And
That's flat earth. There's a whole society that uses that.
Well, evidently they've never seen space. So,
And who was the guy you said on YouTube? You said thanks to this guy on YouTube.
Oh, Uncle Night Shift.
Uncle Night Shift?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Night Shift. Yeah, his channel. Tank guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching him a lot lately for this. This puts out amazing work.
Jim, have you checked out, I think it's Panzermeister?
Panzermeister?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a kid, though. He's like 12.
It's more than that.
Okay, maybe, but he sounds like a kid. But he does good work. He makes really decent tutorials about... He's a big tank guy, too. Tends to be a bit of a rivet counter, but that's okay. I hate rivet counters.
They have a place in life.
Yeah.
Well, agreed, but
It's called Hell.
Leveling your enemies is one.
it's just not me.
Well, yeah.
You know, I don't exactly care if this exact perfect shade of Panzer Gray isn't right. I think it looks cool. Fight me.
Right.
Do you think a rivet counter actually ever counted rivets and complained about the number being wrong?
Well, I mean, they had to get the name from somewhere, right?
Yeah,
So I'm assuming that they probably have.
probably, yeah.
So I've actually seen guys. I actually roasted some guy on there. Some guy put on this really cool cutaway diorama of the battleship Missouri's turret.
Oh,
And it was scratch built, looked great, you know. And this guy was like, "Well, you know, the colors on the turret on the inside weren't like." I'm like, "Can't you just appreciate this man's
Yeah.
work?"
yeah.
Why do you have to do that?
People's dreams, don't you?
Yeah. Just look at the work. It's beautiful work. Go away.
Yeah.
Never heard from that guy again. Surprisingly. I don't understand
It's like-
that. I mean, the guy spent a lot of time putting that together. It looked absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it really looked good. And that's all that guy had to say. He didn't say, "Hey, great work." He didn't say, "I love this, I love that." He says, "Oh, you didn't get the color right."
Yeah.
Some people just want to write an essay. Like I was I think the FX posted an unboxing of their Mustang, and some guy started this long rant about them not having panel lines.
Yeah.
Like they never, you know, their wings were sanded smooth and all this, you know, which is all probably true, but everyone's putting kits out with panel lines. Like,
Well, yeah. How do you think it's going to hold all that great floor wash?
Just
Yeah,
gotta
definitely.
have a little sympathy for those people because you know they lead a sad life.
I would agree with that. I would totally agree with that.
I mean, whenever I run into someone that wants to rain on somebody else's parade, it's like, oh man, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it just hit me the wrong way that day when that guy did that.
I know.
I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, granted, so what? I mean, so it wasn't the right shade of gray. It was a crap. It's beautiful work.
You know, when those guys come out and that's all they can find wrong with your project, you can stand tall and proud
Yeah,
and extremely pleased because that's the worst thing you can find.
yeah. Because guarantee, I can look at every one of my models and pick out all the mistakes and go, "Yep, this is where I screwed up." Trust me, we're our own worst critics. I don't need you to do it
yeah,
for me.
agreed. Yeah.
And the question is, do people like that ever show their work?
No, they don't. I found this out. They do not.
Do that.
Because while they're good at giving it,
That's
they're
right.
really not good at taking it.
This is true.
Yeah, I very rarely have ever seen. Now that you say that, I'm going to start doing it.
But you know why you know what their purpose in life is, right?
Yeah, they're keyboard warriors that probably live in the basement of their mom's house.
No, they're there to show you how much worse it could be if you were like them.
Oh, that's true.
I think my theory is they're in pain.
What? Say what?
they're in pain,
They're in pain.
Yeah.
like internal pain. Like it just
Yeah.
has to come out somehow.
Yeah. You know, they're pissed off for being born. You know, whatever. And,
Yeah,
and it's just,
yeah.
they got to take it out on everybody.
What was that? Was that? There's a paraphrase. There was a phrase about. Oh yeah. The Marlon Brando in the movie about him being a biker. And,
Yeah.
and the guy says, what are you upset about or something like that? He goes, what you got?
Yeah. What do you got?
Doesn't matter what he's upset. He can be upset about something. Ain't that right?
Hard way to live life.
That's right.
I mean, is this thing perfect? No, not by any stretch. I'm having fun making a mess on my table. It
Yes.
really looks like mud. It looked like the Western Front just exploded all over my workbench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two cases there. One is, do you like it? Do you have fun building it?
Yes.
The other one is, somebody's going to look at that and go, wow, that is cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to rain on your parade, but is that the right color mud?
Or
This isn't say that because there are people like, well, that tank didn't serve on the Eastern Front. It would be the wrong color mud. I've heard people
Exactly.
do that.
Yes.
Exactly.
This was in Auschwitz County in southwestern Germany.
And I want to go, were you there?
That's right.
Do you know?
Pick
Do you
some,
really know the color of the mud that was there?
pick some obscure location in Germany during World War II where tanks were at, and
Come on.
and just that's where that mud came from.
Yeah.
And
Let it go, man. Let it go.
That's an interesting question, though. Like, if they're judging in contests, are they judging for historical accuracy? Is
well,
that-
if they're counting rivets, they better be able to answer the question about the mud color.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it does. It brings up a really good point. If they're like that and they're judging, what if you get it wrong?
Well, that's a good point, because if they say that's the wrong color mud, you just ask them from where.
Right.
Yeah, you made an
Were you
assumption
there?
that this tank was from some place where that mud color is wrong.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, the whole rivet counting thing, I saw some reference. Oh, I remember what it was. I found this website, and it's about all of this minutia about the Sherman tanks, right? It was like there was 2 tanks built with a different type of turret hatch. Only
Yeah.
2, right? And I kind of internally I thought, well, how does a rivet counter know that that airplane had 29 and it's not that version where they only had 30?
Right.
So
How do they know that? They have to have read it somewhere.
that's right. It's in the
What's the
Diamond
book's
Trap,
right?
Brandon
Yeah,
Vance
what if where they read it was wrong?
Brandon Vance did a thing on olive drab and how, he's got all these uniforms and olive drab is different. Depending upon what ratio of paints they use. It's just like, and so if you're gonna get dinged on olive drab not being olive drab, you've got
Right.
you just take it with a grain of salt because you go to the head judge and you go, look, he says this is the wrong color olive drab. Well, olive drab was different no matter where you look.
Exactly. And it was. Or olive drab wasn't always olive drab when it got bleached in the sun,
There you go, exactly.
or it got wet, or it was muddy.
I feel like doing this. I'm doing the Svengoolie end of show guy answering the door.
Or it's at sunset, right?
Yeah, olive drab is sunset. That's
Yeah,
one of those,
Like it's totally different color.
that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Or it's a dreary day where there's no blue getting through the clouds.
Right. That's what I should do. I should paint my models like I see my world. I should do them all in shades of gray and turn it in and go, well, but that looks right to me.
Right.
I'm colorblind.
I'm
Yours got a great
colorblind.
point. That golden
Are you
hour.
colorblind? No? Okay, well then shut up.
That is one of the toughest things to paint.
What, gray?
No, colors during the golden hour of sunset.
Oh yeah.
Yep. One of my other hobbies is a photographer, and that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you handle that? See, I couldn't do that.
Well, the photographing the golden hour is easy. It's trying to paint it. What?
Says the photographer.
Well, I always have difficulty at golden hour because I don't really like deep shadow. And that's what you get at golden hour. You get nice crisp colors and all that,
Okay.
but then you get deep shadow.
Golden hour or noon?
Golden hour.
No, that's happy hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But try to paint a scene.
Right.
It's just getting the color mixes. I gave up on that.
I look at it like this. If you like the subject, and everybody's like, well, what kind of models do you build? I'm like, plastic ones.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you don't do armor? I'm like, yes. What about airplanes? Yes. What about cars? Sure. You don't do just one? I'm like, no. There's way too many models to build for that.
You know, I just thought of, this kind of all came together here. Somebody earlier mentioned something about a plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
Okay. And I got to thinking, well, isn't that what these guys do when they fix these problems with plastic models? Aren't they plastic?
Yes. Hey,
And so
there's the plastic. Here's the scalpel.
That's right.
I'm a plastic surgeon.
And here's the victim. And
Yep.
and if you just mentioned, Jim, it's like, well, what do you do? I'm a plastic surgeon.
I'm a plastic surgeon. I like it.
It's like, and then, wait a minute. Oh, you're a plastic surgeon? I got this mole in the back of my chin. I go,
No,
well,
I'm not a plastic surgeon, baby.
Number 11 is exacto.
And that sounds like a great title for a YouTube channel of some guy that is really proficient at fixing these defects in the plastic models, you know.
That would be Jordan. Jordan loves building those stupid vintage kits. I don't. No, thank you. I did that when I was a kid. They were hard then. I want something. Tamiya, throw it, glue in a box, shake it up, boom, model. I'm good.
Well, who's that? Okay, there's a Facebook guy that goes by Vintage Modeler.
Yeah, that's Ken.
Jordan, isn't it?
That's who?
That's Ken Hansen. He's on our group.
Oh, yeah. I thought that might have been Jordan then.
No.
Ken Hansen is the Vintage Modeler.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he going to be at the IPMS thing next January? This January?
In July?
No, in January. No, the IPMS Gateway.
No, he lives in New Hampshire.
Oh.
Yeah, he lives out east. He lives on the east side somewhere.
That's the wonderful thing about the internet. You get to meet people around the world. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, George, I just posted up the
Well,
podcasting website that I got all of them from, and then the ones I listen to.
I missed that last part.
So I just posted up the link that I used that I found all the podcasts on,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
Oh.
the ones that I listen to, I have them grouped as just regular podcasts, and there's some that are non-PG podcasts.
Okay.
Yeah, that link, did you put it here? Did you put it on YouTube? Did you put it on the Facebook page?
I put it on the Facebook page.
Cool. Okay.
Thanks, Matt. That's
And-
great. Thank you.
It wouldn't let me link any of their Facebook pages, but you can easily go and just type in their names in the Facebook search, and you can go to their group too.
Why wouldn't Facebook let you paste the link to there?
Because
Because
they're Facebook.
because
They're
it
fascists.
it posted the link for the modelpodcast.com instead.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's other ones too. Like there's one that's modelers from Ukraine. There's another one. There's one that's in Swedish. And I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to that one.
They haven't got voice translation yet.
Right.
Well, there's always Google Translate. You got to be quick, though.
And what's cool about it, the ones that I listen to, is that a lot of them are on a 2-week rotation, but they're not on the same 2 weeks.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know,
So
it's the same thing over and over and over again.
I see.
Right. So it's kind of nice because now I drive a half hour to work every day and a half hour back home from work every day. So I get 10 hours of listening, or let's see, about 5 hours of listening every week, and each one of these podcasts end up being about 2 hours long.
Wow.
That's great.
That takes care of 2 days.
Yeah. So in basically 4 days, I can listen to all of them that fall on the same week, and then the next week I have a whole new set of them that I can listen to, and then that takes about all week.
Man.
Do you have a favorite?
Let's see. I'm gonna say my favorite is Plastic Model Mojo. But they're two guys who are from Kentucky, so if you like listening to Kentucky accent, one guy's got a pretty decent Kentucky accent.
Hey man, I love building me some plastic models.
Yeah. And I do like, even though I'm not an armor modeler, I love listening to the Model Insanity guys.
Yeah.
But then they are definitely not a, I'm going to listen to this around the family kind of one, because there's one guy who is from Brooklyn, and there was one time they did a clicker on how many F-bombs he dropped in one 45-minute episode, and it was close to 200.
Wow.
Wow.
And the total word count was 300.
Yeah, just
That
about.
would be me. That would be me.
Yeah.
That's me. That would be me. I am very subdued when I'm on this channel because I will get in trouble if I'm not.
Yes, and we appreciate that.
I appreciate that you appreciate it. I have to talk to the public on the phone, so it's, I get there.
Holy cow. So you saved them up for later on in the day then, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Daily quota F-bombs that you got to get out.
I do it a lot in the car on the way home.
Oh, wow. I just don't even have a quota for that. I mean,
Nobody does.
Better out than in, right?
Right.
it is. You have a quota of infinity, you'd still exceed that on any drive anywhere in St. Louis or anywhere.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny. The older I get, the more I appreciate my grandfather. Because he was like, you idiot. You idiot. Yeah.
You just become more honest.
Yeah.
Whatever you get.
'Cause we just don't really care about the BS anymore.
No.
It's not what we're about. So just, yeah.
You got better things to do than.
Amen. All right.
Well, I shouldn't say that in today's world.
Yeah.
I know.
You just look at a driver weird and.
Are you kidding? I still fly the bird. Take him out.
He assaulted me.
All right. So, yeah. I have not yet begun to assault you. Sit down.
Ooh, what is that?
So there's how that mud turned out. If you guys want to, I don't know if you guys can see that on the.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I'll do another light coat and then paint tools and flat coat and call her done.
There you go.
No.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, there's a rivet out of place.
Well, there's one too many rivets on that.
Damn it.
top
Oh,
right quarter.
sorry, man.
What was the deal? Oh yeah.
I'm with Matt too. I think we still need to have an after-hours show.
What do you call tonight?
As nice as the long one.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's
night shift.
I don't have to get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning.
Well, I do.
I was gonna say it's get her done now because the holidays are gonna start here in another couple of days.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. In 2 more days, I'm on my 2-week vacation, and I am a happy camper. And I still have 2 weeks left. They won't let me take a month.
Really?
Oh no, they won't let me take them on.
In
I
this
asked.
day and age? My
I
goodness.
asked. I'm like, why did you give it to me then?
Yeah.
If you don't want me to take it, why do I still have it?
Oh. Ah,
You know it was that late. You know it's 10:30, right?
Yeah.
that's why I'm yawning.
Okay.
So as a teacher, I get 3 personal days a year, and then I also get 10 days of sick time, and it accrues as I go along. Even with the sick days I've taken since being a teacher, I have over 200 sick days. I could take an entire school year off, and they'd still
Yeah.
have to give me a contract.
Yeah. Mm.
Now, do you get paid for those when you retire or what?
I don't know. I think so.
So you got them accrued, but you can't take them at all one time or.
Right.
Yeah, it's like.
I'm telling you right now, if you don't, take them.
Yeah, but it's actually
Waste.
more work for me to do that. I just can't like not show up for work. I gotta come up with like lesson plans and stuff like that.
I've got half a year, Matt.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
There you go.
So
Get the
Double,
lesson
double.
plan set up for a whole year and then take the time off.
it's a lot of building.
Substitute.
Yeah. Yeah. Think of all the models you could build in that time frame.
Yeah.
In a couple of years, you could document an entire year lesson plan.
There you go. There you go. I told my boss, I said, I have enough PTO accrued that I could literally start in the beginning of the year, take off every single Friday till the end of the year.
There you go, yeah.
They wouldn't let me do that either.
Well, okay. The only way they know is when you're maybe halfway through the year. You've been taking every Friday off for the last 6 months. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Well, funerals and whatnot. I got a lot of people that die.
That's right. COVID.
Sure, why not?
I had a buddy of mine who said, whenever you start a new job, all of your relatives are alive.
Yep. Grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, brother, sister.
Everybody's alive.
Everybody's alive.
Great-grandfather. Great-great-great-grandmother. Hey, shh.
Is that your cat?
That's my cat. He just used the litter box. He's proud of himself.
Look, Dad, I pooped.
Well, you remember Married with Children?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember when Al Bundy would come out of the damn bathroom
Yeah.
magazine?
Yep.
One of these days, I'm gonna see that cat walk out of the litter box on 2 hind legs with a damn newspaper under his arm.
Look, Dad, I was reading Playcat.
Hey, pretty
He's asking you to clean up the mess.
Sorry,
That's what
hold
it's
on.
really about.
Here, let me do this. Hey,
Human, clean the mess.
Oh. Why didn't I do this when they were on the sprue? Silly me.
Well, nothing breaks easier than the 144.
Hey, Grant, see that cockpit?
Yeah.
The one I've been working on for like 6 months?
is that the Soviet thing?
No, I gave up on that one for now.
Wow, that was looking pretty good. That scratch built. John, John. If the term plastic surgeon applies to anybody, you're the guy. Scratch built in a cockpit for a Soviet airplane. So which one is that? Is that your Jake?
Jack.
Jack. I'm sorry.
So you guys were talking about, building nostalgia.
Yeah.
There's my Airfix. Got a price tag on it, $1.29.
Don't let cockpit.
Wow.
Is that an IL-2?
Sorry?
IL-2.
Yes. It's a Series 2 Airfix though. If you guys remember when they did those.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's one that's gonna need some filler.
No,
What,
it's
you're
not
not a
bad.
fan of Airfix?
It's not.
I like the new
It's
stuff. The new stuff fits well. The older stuff, not so much.
This one had rivets all over it, and of course, they were about the size of a ping pong ball scale-wise.
Yeah.
So I just sanded them all off. There's my cockpit that I made for it.
Wow.
Not done yet either.
Anyway,
Although, Matt, in defense of the old Airfix kits, I think the silver lining of an Airfix kit is you can give it to someone that wants to get practice on seam filling, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cheap, and you get good at it. I got a V2 rocket. I've stripped out the seam filler 3 times now because it's one reason or another it didn't quite work out right.
It's like we tell Teddy all the time. The first 4 models you're going to completely ruin, at least.
Yeah. In my case, the first 40.
Yeah. I've got some of my horrors.
why stop at 4?
You're right. It's in my display case. I'm not gonna lie.
4.
And I'm proud of them too. I'm like, yeah, this looks awesome.
Most of mine were made before, putties and fillers and stuff like that was invented. So
Oh, that would be before the Last Supper.
Back when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
no, just right after that. But
Right after that.
First liar never wins.
Remember, you
Right
gotta
after they dropped off the first load of dirt.
you gotta have you have to have the dinosaurs dead so you can have the plastic.
Well, that's true. That's very true. I didn't even think about that, but that is true.
Yeah.
Can't have plastic without dead dinosaurs.
Yep. I have a little plastic dinosaur in my classroom, and I always tell my students, I go, now, this is what happens. The dinosaurs died. They turned into oil. We take the oil, turn that into plastic. So this plastic dinosaur is actually made out of real dinosaur.
very good.
And my plastic tank is
Yeah, I like that.
Blows their mind.
There's a T-shirt in there somewhere.
Yes.
I'm just saying, this plastic dinosaur is made out of real dinosaur.
Yep.
Recycled dinosaurs.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. Recycled dinosaur.
There you go. There you go. 45 dinosaurs died to make this model.
There you go. I like that. This model's pure T-Rex, baby.
Why if you Jimmy?
Oh, jeez.
By F.U. Jimmy.
The F.U. Jimmy T-Rex.
Yep.
There's a meme right there. A picture of a Stegosaurus, right? Or a Brontosaurus, and he's like, he got a thought bubble, and he says, and to think, in 45 million years, my remains will be used to make a T-Rex.
There you go. Oh, I like that.
That's great.
Love it.
Oh.
I would wear that T-shirt.
And for the NSFW crowd,
Oh God.
yeah, okay.
Careful.
Careful.
Yeah, let's not go
Children
there.
watching.
Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, so the Brontosaurus thinks in 40 million years, I remain. That T-Rex bone remains of. Okay, right. There's a way to clean that up, but basically, that poor Brontosaurus is going to be killed by a Tyrannosaurus, and his remains are going to be used in 40 million years, bro.
I'm gonna beat you someday, dude.
I just, oh, I got, oh, I
That's funny.
okay. John knows I could go all sorts of places with this concept. Oh, jeez.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut out.
All right, John. Thanks for joining us.
See you later, John.
I was quiet.
You don't.
I had to do some airbrushing and stuff like that. So.
Gotcha.
We like that kind of noise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be here next Wednesday.
Okay.
I'll see you next week, John. I
See
got
ya.
one a week
See you
after.
next week.
Merry
It is
Christmas.
next week, yeah.
Merry
Merry Christmas, John.
Hey, so you guys are still on. We got a in-person build at Catherine Lemon Library next Friday, or next Thursday.
I'll be out of town then.
Yeah. A long drive for you, George.
Yeah.
Only if his car's a submarine.
We got propellers and wings.
George is James Bond.
James
He's
Bond
got-
Lotus.
He's got the Lotus. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I love that. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one. I'd like to find a kid of that.
It's the only reason I watch a Roger Moore Bond film.
You couldn't put the Union Jack on it though. It'd have to be the Australian flag.
Yeah. Well, being in astronomy, that flag is kind of close to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it from the northern hemisphere, I don't think. The Southern Cross.
Yeah.
Okay, well, can you?
We can
No.
see. I think the of the constellation, I think we can see the northernmost star, or yeah.
We see the North Star, Orion the Hunter from where we're at. We see Orion the Hunter and the Big Dipper.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Southern Cross, never seen it.
Yeah, I used to read astronomy books as a kid. Like, I don't know any of these constellations. They're all written in the US. I can't find them.
That's right. Although you guys in the southern hemisphere have got some of the coolest looking objects, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You mean in terms of galaxies or clusters or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nebula. Yeah.
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 Well, you
Yeah.
got the
And
small Magellanic
honestly,
Cloud.
that's why NASA had they had a sub radio station there in Australia for the Gemini flights. That's
Yeah.
why you could literally watch Gemini go across the Australian sky.
Yep. Yep.
Coolest thing ever.
What the hell? I can't remember the name of that. Oh, damn. I should know that. Anyway, yeah, that was one of the. That became a very important radio link during Apollo.
Yeah, there's a way station, so they would actually send a U.S. astronaut to that ground station so that he could talk to the other astronaut in the capsule.
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool.
Because at the low point of that orbit, they didn't have, or at the, I shouldn't say low point. I can't remember what the term is, but yeah, at the southernmost
ellipsis of the
point of that orbit, yeah, there was nobody around except Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Could
And
be-
then we
could
got
be
Tigris.
Parks. Could be Parks. There's a radio telescope.
Yeah,
Is that could be the place down in Canberra,
maybe,
near Canberra. Yeah.
maybe.
Oh God, I should.
But we've got a massive US base here, like intelligence base, because they have great coverage of the area from the middle of the desert. So in
Really?
terms of surveillance, it's called Pine Gap. It's one
Parks,
of the biggest. Yeah, Parks. Yeah,
Muriang. Is that how you pronounce it? Muriang?
I don't know.
Murriyang.
Not sure. Usually there's a native Aboriginal terms for kind of out west areas that have funny pronunciation, so I'm not even going to try. But, yeah,
I'll blame you on that one.
I don't want
I'll
to
blame you
disrespect
on that one.
anyone.
That's like our northern tourist states. Most of those cities and towns are named after some Indian
Yeah, like, yeah.
thing or other. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I think I'm going to jump off here myself. I get that 4:30 comes. Oh, look, I found that hematite bee.
Hey, I looked that up. Okay, so hematite is an iron ore kind of based material, and I was thinking, I thought won't that interact negatively with paints? And I looked.
No, I actually talked with one of the guys at who makes the Citadel paints?
Okay.
Oh, Games Workshop. They said that's what they have in all of those little fold-up pots. They have hematite skulls as shakers in each one of them.
Okay. Because I was going to ask where, who, and I thought that was you. Where did you find out about this hematite for?
That's how I found out. And then I'm like, well, I know what hematite is. It's a rock. Maybe it's an iron ore.
Yeah, it's an iron ore.
You go to like Fantastic Caverns or any one of those places, you can pick it up in bulk for nothing.
Right.
But
Well,
I got the Michaels in their beading section, and they have these. They're about 3 inches long, in these little strings of hematite beads. I bought 4 of them and was able to put 2 in each one of my pots over here, and I've got a lot of paint. So yeah.
I thought they might be coated with something, but they're saying on the internet that hematite will negatively interact with paints.
Really?
But that's that's uncoated. I think that's their.
Well, this definitely got a coating on it. I mean, you can. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the size of the paint.
Yeah. And quite honestly, it was I would think that again, this is not a deep search. This is just the first part of a search.
Right.
I would think the worst part of it would be in a water-based paint like acrylics. Now, if you're using a Tamiya or any of the solvent-based paints, I can't think that would react much.
I use it in, let's see, well, all of my Tamiya paints, which I mainly use. I also use it in the speed paints that are made by Army Painter.
Okay. Army Painter, that's acrylic, that's water-based, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the speed paints, yeah. And even Tamiya, to a certain degree, is water-based.
Yep.
Except for X20A is not a water-based thinner, but you can thin acrylics, the Tamiya with water. You just have to use a little soap too.
Okay. Well, I've never thought about that. Well, I never knew.
Yeah,
that.
you gotta break the surface tension, otherwise it just makes this clumpy mud-like thing.
I did that one time.
Yeah.
I used some 90% alcohol. I got it in the wrong shape. It was like came out as a damn glass.
Well, I tried that, but alcohol evaporates really quickly, so I can't keep it in my tray for very long. Otherwise, it just dries up. So what I did is I made like, and again, Uncle Nightshade saved the day. Uncle Nightshade saves the day. He makes this acrylic rain marking. He uses buff, the German gray, and water, and a couple of drops of Dawn dishwashing liquid. And it's super thin, and it looks great. And I was going to do that. That was one of the things that I need to do to this thing, is doing rain wash.
It never ceases to amaze me that I'll just say chemicals, stuff.
That's it. We're chemists.
A drop of this and a drop of that. And it's like, who the hell would have ever thought to come up with that combination?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, think about it. Your decal setting solutions, that's vinegar.
Yeah. Oh, the first time I opened up one of those bottles, I'm like, man, that's kind of, is this, I thought it'd gone bad.
Well, what is it? A lot of people say that Tamiya Extra Thin is MEK.
Yeah.
Oh, extra
Was
thin,
it ketone? Yeah.
Thinner?
No, the
glue.
The extra thin model glue.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, it smells like MEK. I used to use it all the time at work. It smells just like it.
Question is, it's those other ingredients they put in that how much of a difference does that make? But that may be it. They're putting in extra stuff that doesn't really help, doesn't hinder. It's kind of neutral, but it satisfies some kind of patent or
right. Yeah. Well, every time you get the whole, what is that, the Prop 60 whatever from California?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have to deal with that at work every day, and they have, I'm sure every product that gets sold over there, it has it on there. Even the Tamiya has it on there. That's what that label is. This product can expose you to chemicals. What?
If they stop selling in California, we could get some really good stuff.
Right? They can bring back Tulio.
That's right. God, when I worked at Boeing or at McDonnell Douglas back in '78, and I remember that one of our best solvents, hand wash solvents, was oh god, I can't remember the name now. Crap. Carbon tetrachloride.
Oh yeah.
We used that to clean everything.
Yeah.
And then in 1980, I think the word came down to get rid of it. It was being banned, and then we had a big safety briefings around it. And apparently, what it did is it would, if you use too much, if you use it too long, it would rot your kidneys.
Yeah, causes cancer.
So very toxic. We had to treat it with a very toxic chemical over there. And I'm thinking, we're kind of looking at ourselves, going, Jesus Christ, how many times have we dumped our hands in a bucket of that stuff to wash grease off?
Well, asbestos.
Yeah.
Asbestos. Lead. Our kids were chewing on the paint rails on the house, and it's made of lead.
Right. Yeah, that was that. That's right. We're all experiments in Darwinism.
Amen. Hey, culling the herd is not a bad thing anymore.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll just say this: Times Beach.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, this will keep the dust down, this radioactive material. It'll be fine.
What radioactive, but yeah.
It was
a
used motor oil.
Agent Orange, yeah.
Wasn't it dioxin or something?
Yeah. It was used motor oil.
It was one. Yeah, it was a deep. Yeah, well, I think a good part of it was the transformers, electrical transformers.
Yeah.
That was, I think, where the chief source of the dioxin contamination came from, was in that oil.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, go running down the road spraying it like it was water.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And then they took the top 6 inches of soil throughout the entire area, burned it, and then put it back. Yep. How much do you think that cost?
That's right.
Yep.
And now it's a park.
Yeah. Yeah, but to be honest, I am much more cognizant of what it is that I'm eating and what it is I'm using for hand cleaner and what kind of vaccine is being stuffed in my arm anymore.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I am done. I have to get up early.
Yep, I think I am too.
I will see you guys next week.
Yep.
Hopefully this damn thing will be finished and I can start something else.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Starting next Wednesday, you can start working on your big screen, little screen.
On the ADAT. Thank God. I'm looking forward to that thing.
So.
All right, guys. Be safe. Model on.
Yep. Merry Christmas, Jim.
See you guys.
You too.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Right.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey, George, where do you live?
Me, Sydney, Australia.
Sydney? What time is it down there?
It's 7, it's about 4 o'clock, almost 4 o'clock.
PM?
PM, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's still, it's still the 20th here in Missouri.
Yeah,
it's
21st.
21st,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yep. He's from the future.
Hey,
I forgot to tell Jim, I got one of these little things that finally arrived from China.
Oh, yeah.
It's all,
I looked those up. I couldn't find one like that. I found a bunch of other ones, but they were. Yeah, Hobby Lobby has got little paint things. They're just like that, except it's a harder plastic. And I've got you picked up 100 for like $3, and it's I still got 98 of them because that's the same kind of thing. The paint dries, you can just take your thumb and run it in there and just pull that dried paint out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh.
Cool. Fidget thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. Good stuff. Yeah, that was a good tip from you guys. So thanks.
Good. Glad it worked out. Awesome.
Yeah,
All
right, guys.
So you guys signing off now? Yep.
Yep.
So I thought just Jim was leaving.
No.
But yeah, we're all off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. So I'm gonna head to bed. So.
Okay. Good night.
All right,
Good night,
guys.
guys.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Model
See ya.
on.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.